Alright guys, BLM here, back, another live stream, I guess. Hopefully everything's up. Alright, there we go. Why is there no music in the menu here? That's so fucking weird. Um, yeah, this might be a short stream, like, for all I know. Um, where, I do have, my internet company said that they're doing maintenance at midnight. So, who knows? This could be a long stream. This could be a short stream. We'll figure it out. If stream does die, I will try to use my what's it called, my hotspot, and try to stream from there. Which should be better than the last times I've tried stream from my hotspot because I have a better phone now. That's like 5G and everything, where before I only had 4G. So it's like, we'll see. But either way, yeah, I'm gonna play Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, I guess. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to change the audio settings. God damn it. What the fuck is this? It's supposed to be a good game. I really want to play it. Like, I generally really want to actually play this game, but obviously, like, I'm gonna stream it, so like, I'm only gonna pay like half attention to it. But it's supposed to be a fun game. Let's save the settings. Anyway, play Indica on the game channel to make it up. I'll play Indica at some point. I actually watched the trailer for it. It looks pretty good. Do I know streamer Neon? I've seen the name before, but I don't know who. Like, I know it's like a controversial streamer, right? Anyway, I watched some Quebec. I didn't fully get caught up. I watched up until the Jean Michel boot, which was fine. It was okay. Yeah, I mean, that's all I've watched of that. I've been like really busy, like this last week, which has been so fucking annoying. Like, I'm still not caught up on the Survivor review, and that's kind of worrying at this point. Not because I'm not going to get caught up, because I should be caught up by tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow. If not by the end of tomorrow, then like before work on Tuesday. Like, I should be done relatively soon, but like it's annoying that I'm not already caught up. Yeah, I've seen the rumors about Derek on Traders. Seems very probable. But also, he's probably not going to do well, right? Who's winning Quebec? I think it's tough. I think I have Mayor Lou one, if I remember right. I'm not ruling out Andre, and I'm not ruling out Deborah. I think those are probably like my top three. Okay, let's see what this game is. Like, I know it's like a spiritual successor Jet Set Radio. That's what like the gameplay is supposed to be. Okay, that was pointless. Cool. I'm only out. I literally have just gotten to the point where you spoil. I just got to the merge vote. Oh, I forgot about Cass, actually. Yeah, Cass is also in contention as well. Like, if a member of the Nawa tribe were to win, it's Cass. I think everyone else is pretty dead at this point. Are we talking about Quebec? For Quebec, it's who is it? Marilou, Andre, Deborah, and Cassandra are my top four as at the time the merge, because that's all I've watched up to at this point. Which, by the way, really funny that the links that so like there was that one YouTube channel that had a whole bunch of episodes on it. Since then, since last stream, I believe that channel has been shut down. So that's funny. Oh yeah, I can't believe, yeah, fire making change this season. I can't wait. Oh my god, so exciting. I can't wait to see them not be able to practice with genuine supplies. I can't wait. Like, what a masterful idea from Jeff. What a fucking great executive producer Jeff is. It's so stupid. Fuck Jeff. If you want to know what it is, I mean, like, again, I literally clipped it, my reaction to it. Because, like, Jeff Probst announced, like, on last season's On Fire podcast, that he's making a change to fire making. And I was thinking, oh my god, he's finally listened. He's maybe going to do something. And then it turns out, no, his change is that he's just, like, not going to give them, because, like, I guess recently, like, I believe since 40, maybe since 41, definitely since 43, they've been getting them, like, genuine, like, the actual stuff they use at the challenge, to practice. And then Jeff realized that fuck, that means they're making fires quicker. We gotta give that like take that away. Like how dare they break the records? Okay, here's the clip. I just found it. But yeah, that was stupid. I genuinely I completely forgot about Traders Quebec. Um, yeah, this has 2 more episodes that I've watched. But yeah, I'll save the link. I mean, Jean Michael's not a great first boot. Like the thing about our first merge boot, but it's also like tough to assess him just because like he almost never went to tribal. Um, but like he feels like someone that like would have been booted pre-merge, like potentially been booted pre-merge, had he just gone to more tribals. Um, yeah, that's something I don't understand. Like, why did Nebo flip? Like that, like I will look up the spoilers. Probably like when like after I do the Last of Us Daily run. If stream is still on by then. I would say if stream gets cut short today, I think I might do a short stream on Tuesday. And then I'll react to spoilers then. But if not, then obviously I'll just do it all here. Made to AU All Stars merge. I think every episode's been bad since last stream. It's not going to get that much better. Who's the best voting record in Survivor history? I believe it's Russell and Natalie, right? At least like in terms of like, what are we talking about? Like across seasons or just in one season? Because I believe in one season, I believe Natalie and Russell voted out the most people. Yeah, like career-wise, yeah, it's probably like Parvati or something, or Rob, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot we got challenge 40. Yeah, full spoilers now. Forgot about that.
What?
Well, I think the season of Cyberfunk. I think at this point, I think it's better than season 1, but it's not like it's still not that good. I still think it's worse than like pretty much any like I mean what Survivor US season is it better than? Like is there any? For me, I don't think there is. Like it's still not that good. Like I think the thing is like Survivor Quebec would have to be really fucking good to actually be good in general, just because the format is so shit that it really just like halts the entire like it really like harms the overall structuring of the season. So like I feel like it has to be like really really good to even be like something that I would even consider like actually good. Hated 43. I don't hate 40. I hate 44 more than 43. 47. Oh, I forgot about that. That we're gonna get 47 preview, which is weird because like have they finished? They're not gonna finish filming, right? By the time for the preview. So this will be like the 43 situation, right? 44 is more boring than 43, but I think 43 is worse overall. I just rewatched both, and like to be fair, I can agree with that, but I still don't like 44 that much. Okay, what was I supposed to do? Right. Okay, cool. Was it last week? Yeah, I knew it was like recent. I think it's been a little bit more than last week, wasn't it? But either way, yeah, I mean, like, at best, we're like, what, in the final week of the show, maybe? It's like, this is pretty early on. Okay, cool. Am I just supposed to... Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to run... Okay, I think I'm just supposed to just jump across the gap. Just entirely, right? I right thought, like, I don't really know where he ranks as a merge. I don't fucking have, like, my merge boot fucking ranking just, like mapped in my head. I don't think he's good. Best season new era, it's 45. It's not even close, really. I think it's, like, easily 45. After, I think 41, 46 are, like, kind of close to each other. And then it would be, what, 42, 43, 44 for me? Perfect Survivor season new era had a live reunion. Which pre-mergers would Jeff 100% ask a question to? Probably like Zach asking about Marianne. Um, does he ask anyone 41? Like maybe the Uwas. To talk about how much they sucked. Wait, what the fuck is this? Okay, cool. 43, probably just nobody on 43. 44, probably Sarah Wade, because obviously. Probably Matthew, right? Probably Bruce. Yeah, it's probably actually a decent amount in 44. 45. Would he even Sabaya? Yeah, would he even want to talk to Hannah and Sean? I think that's the question. Go 45, 42, 41, 46, 43, 44. Yeah, that's also fine. What do you think of Audrey? I wish she was on Survivor US instead. She would give us. Yeah, I mean, I think she's like fun TV. Like she's fine. Kind of middling player. I mean, obviously she got voted out already. Yeah, I'm gonna look up 44 or 46 spoilers at the end of the stream. If stream makes it that far, because again, my internet might crap out. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 46 is definitely asking Banu. I did not read that prompt at all. What was this? Sliding. Okay. I think Q is a lock on 50 at this point. Like Q, again, both, like Jeff very much like praised Q on the On Fire podcast. And then Q himself said that he's like already essentially preparing for 50. So like, I feel very confident about Q on 50. Why am I reading spoilers? I do that at the final, like at the end of the stream before the finale. I do that every single, well, it's not every, it's been since 44. I do that. Because like I don't care personally, and like I don't think the season's spoiled, right? So it's like, what am I really gonna learn is really the thing. Because it doesn't ruin the season for me. Like I don't care. Like the thing that ruins it is like, again, it ruins discussion. And that's why I don't look at the spoilers, because like at that point, like I wouldn't be able to genuinely talk on streams about it. But like I don't give a shit. Like I can feel like Kenzie's winning this fucking season. Like there's no fucking debate in my mind. Like what the fuck is this season if Kenzie doesn't win this season? Like I don't give a shit about the result. I will say I'm a little bit less confident in how Kenzie wins. Where last stream I was like super confident that Kenzie was going to win in a blowout. I will say I am understanding the perspective now that it could be a tie vote. I don't think that will happen though. I still feel more confident that it will be a blowout. Like I think it will be, like I think the more likely it will be Kenzie, Charlie, Liz, final three. Kenzie wins like 7-1. I think that is my current projection. I do think that there is the chance of what other people are talking about, that it's Kenzie, Charlie, Ben, and they tie, and then Ben decides and votes for Kenzie. The reason I don't think that's the case is, one, I feel like the edit has propped up Ben like a bit too much for him to be a losing finalist. I feel like it'll be very strange that the edit went out of their way to call him the most charismatic man alive, just to like make him someone that doesn't get a single fucking jury vote. Like that would be strange to me. Along with the fact that I feel like, then why the fuck would Jeff spoil the tie vote? Like, why would Jeff, like, if this was actually the situation, like, if this was, like, this very integral, like, vote to the season, like, this end point of the season, why would Jeff spoil that on Fire podcast of, like, just outwardly saying that, oh, maybe people are going to vote for people because they helped them during a panic attack? It's like, why would he say that? Like, that would make that so much worse. So, I don't know. I'm leaning more so towards it being, like, a 7-1. But I could see how the other situation happens too. All right, yeah, we'll talk about challenge spoilers. Again, spoiler for challenge 40. Weird. Like, not what I was expecting at all. The Jordan winning, that's that's whatever. I mean, not unexpected in that light. Rachel winning though is That's mind-blowing to me. Along the fact that, yeah, Derek Chavez getting second is also mind-blowing to me, which good for him. I mean, and maybe he's like an actual contender now. Also surprised that Kylan getting last. And also Tori getting last is not that shocking, but it is funny. Oh, well. Well, okay, cool. I fucked that up. Derek got first out of the males that were there day one. I mean, sure. I mean, literally only one person wasn't there day one, right? But like, sure, I guess. I guess that's a stat we need to keep track of. Yeah, it's insane that like Rachel was like the only OG left for like a while, right? And she goes on to win, so good for her. Yeah, it's actually like true though. Like, even though I think it's a weird result, it's not what I was expecting at all. It is a good result for Challenge 40, right? Like, if this is this big like legacy sort of season. Yeah, you did win. Yeah, you did win by picking Jordan. It was you and was it Justin the other one that picked Rachel? Because yeah, it was like both winners weren't picked by the same person. Tori Goham is $0. I mean, she definitely got paid a lot to be there. which is like kind of the issue with the challenge, that like if you're on the challenge, like, does it really matter? Like, you're still getting like enough to live off of just going on the season. Brad race for Traders, sure. Yeah, Derek on Traders 3, which doesn't, like, it's not surprising. That's about what I expected. Obviously, I don't need him there, but I'm not like opposed to it as much as most other people. Oh, I know that. Yeah, Q has said that Kenzie goes home. I don't fucking believe him though. But yeah, he is saying that. How far does Polly get? What are we talking about? How far did he get? I mean, not that far. At least if Lauren watches us transfer 2002, should we? I mean, probably, but she also just like not like the season at all, though. By the way, Lisa Lauren's taking a break from Australian Survivor. She didn't finish 2016 yet. She's now watching MasterChef, which, like, mixing that with the fact that Will Neff also is like watching alone. That means my the streamers that I watch Survivor from aren't watching it right now. That's the thing. I don't believe anything Q says. Like, yeah, just again, Q's a great character, really fun presence. Don't believe a single fucking word from his mouth. Like, both in Exit Press and also even on the season, I don't believe him. Now again, I think if Tiffany comes out and says, "Yeah, I was voting out Kenzie," then like at that point, I think you take it more into consideration. I still wouldn't even dock it against Kenzie because, like, at the end of the day, Banu still tells them, like, immediately following that, that, like, the thing that makes them switch over, supposedly according to the edit anyway. So, like, even if that is the case, I don't think Kenzie goes home there anyway. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, it's Tiffany that has the deciding vote no matter what anyway. Like, Q doesn't factor in at all. And also, why would Tiffany want that? Like, why would Tiffany want to vote out, Kenzie in a spot where, like, going into, if they go to tribal again, she's fucked, right? Or at least she's like banking on Q in a situation where she could do the opposite. Instead, Q has the bank on her. Like, why would she even want to keep Banu around? She need to hunt more down. I know that, wasn't there that one streamer that, like, there's like a controversial streamer that was watching Survivors Villains, and then she got like a cease and desist from CBS and had to stop. Which I never watched her stream. But yeah, again, the thing is, like, you're not supposed to be watching Survivor on stream. Like, that's the entire point. Like, that's why, like, not many people probably do it, because, like, most people, like, I mean, because you're just not supposed to do it. And, like, they kind of get away from Australian Survivor because, like, Network 10 doesn't give as much of a shit, but still. After Challenge 40, I mean, love to see the proper season itself to be, like, for like most people, but I think like obviously Jordan, Rachel, higher on, Derek, higher on. Like everyone else is like, I don't think you could really gauge on this season. Wait, what? Will Neff has been watching alone with the sound off? Why? Like, what does that mean? Like he's not like listening to the show? I played Sora Castaway Island randomly because I was born and won every tribe challenge and had green relations with everyone, and I somehow got blindsided at the merge vote with Iowa in your pocket. Well, you should have been better. He has the sound on, but he cuts the audio to the stream. He keeps his mic. Oh. Interesting. Like, is that to avoid copyright? But that's also still very strange. Because, like, that still doesn't, like, solve the issue. I forgot about the Go. What even happened on the Go? I don't even remember. Who went home? Oh, was it Kristen or whatever? Like, I remember Reza was in danger, but then Reza didn't go home. Okay, what am I actually doing right now? Like, what is this supposed to be? Whatever. Favorite new era player? I don't know if I care enough to have a favorite player. Like, if we're talking like favorite character and stuff, then like, I don't know. Probably like, I don't know, there's probably like a lot of people in consideration. Like Jam, Carolyn, Marianne's up there. Who else? Q, obviously. I will say, actually, I did say, I think last stream or 2 streams ago that, like, Kenzie isn't great TV. I kind of rescind that. I like, having worked on the review and everything, looking back on things, Kenzie does have some great confessionals. Drew's great, yeah. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, how am I supposed to be killing this guy? Cool. WoW stream. My internet provider is doing maintenance support, supposedly, from midnight to 4, according to them. So, yeah, for all I know, stream might cut out at any point. If it does, then I'll try to stream from my hotspot. And if that doesn't work, then I guess that's I guess again, at that point I'll probably stream on like do a short stream on Tuesday. Or I'll probably do like the daily run for Last of Us, and we'll look at like Survivor spoilers at the end. Oh, I forgot about that. Window gave him immunity. No, it's a different phone now. I got a new phone since then. So yeah, I've never spilt soda on this one. So review on Kenzie's hair salon. Is this all right? Came to salon with hair and I left with very awesome hair. I think the owner is so funny and smart and has a pretty face. Yeah, that's probably about right. I don't give a shit about the GOAT and who's winning the GOAT. I like have genuinely never thought about it, of who the fuck's winning the GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT's a fun show, but it's one that like I don't care about, actually. Like, I don't give a shit about like what happens on it. Like, I'm not like invested in like, oh my god, I hope Reza wins this season. It's like, it doesn't matter to me. Which, again, like, I think is a thing that like is just different from me than like most other people, because obviously most people watch reality TV for having like rooting interest and everything. I don't actually care. Like, to me, it's like I'm never like watching, especially when it's like not Big Brother or Survivor or any of these like big shows. When I'm watching like, I don't know, like Amazing Race Celebrity Edition, I'm not like, oh my god, fucking Darren and Tristan. I hope Darren and Tristan win. It's like, I don't fucking care. like who cares who wins? Like, they're all just fine, whatever. Like, obviously, I mean, George and Pam, if they won, that would have been fun. But like, outside of that, it's like, who cares? Yeah, my favorite words are I don't care, because I genuinely don't care. Finish AC2 and you're on Secrets 4 of AC Brotherhood. Well, there we go. Yeah, what do you, this is your first time playing them, right? So what do you think about the changes between AC2 and Brotherhood? Yeah, Mole 2 has a premiere date, which, yeah, I'll watch. Better root for Brad Reese on 50. I mean, if he's on there, I would be like, hey, I kind of want you to go far. I'm not like, oh my god, Brad Reese must win. But yeah. Where's Kenzie rank amongst New Era winners? She's not great. I think like there'd be a debate of is she the worst. I don't know. I think this last vote was decent from her. I think probably better than Gabler, I guess. On par, Marianne. Jelinski return. It's not now. If Jelinski returns, then like I'll be 100%. Jelinski must win this season. No way she's better than Gabler. I think they're all around the same. I think Gabler, Marianne, Kenzie. I think they're all like on the same level. No, the premise of Brotherhood kind of validates it's your choice. The end of 2. Yeah, yeah. It's almost as if that wasn't meant to happen. It's almost as if Brotherhood's a retcon. Actually, too fair. No, actually, it's actually the opposite. Actually, no, because like okay, like minor spoiler, like not really spoilers, just history. But like Rodrigo Borgia, the Pope, he dies, like later in time in real time. So like originally the ending of AC2 was going to take place like when he actually dies, and it was going to be like Ezio was going to kill him in that moment. But then they decided midway through, like towards the end of development, that obviously to make Brotherhood and that sort of thing. So they knew they were going to be continuing on. So they're like, fuck, we can't kill him. So I guess now we have to have Ezio forgive him and not kill him, which is like, it's fun because like I think that actually makes the story better to a degree. Like I think it's interesting aspect of the story, but like it's still funny that it's like a complete retcon. Didn't realize Jelinski was 21. I think he's 22 now, right? But yeah, anyway, yeah, super young. I assumed he was young. I mean, like, he definitely comes off as young to me. Like, obviously he has a deep voice and everything, but I'm like you definitely could tell the I don't know, lack of maturity. I'll be George's rival Jarius on AU. That would be funny. Like, what is actually going on in the game right now? Like, I know that we escaped, whatever, we're in a hideout, cool. Whatever. Yeah, I talked about Challenge 40 spoilers. Which, yeah, very surprised by the female winner. Not upset at it, just, again, surprised. Male winner's kind of, yeah, about right. That's what Vegas does to you. It steals your soul, I guess so. Don't you get a lot of armor for Brotherhood? Do you need it? No. Like, you could definitely finish the game without ever upgrading anything. Obviously it makes it easier. I would say get the crossbow. Like, if you're gonna buy like one specific thing, I would say get the crossbow. Like, the crossbow is like so OP in Brotherhood. Even like the final boss battle, you could literally just spam crossbow and kill the final boss like pretty easily using it. They see the Yahoo article about AU. Ferris seems to debunk part of it, but said that it could be 28 days. I have not seen the article. But yeah, 28 days makes sense. Like, I talked about this last stream. I think we're looking at like sub 30. Because again, like knowing that more than likely if this is a shorter season, it will be about half of the episode count, and then like knowing that there's like 2-day cycles more than likely, at best 3-day cycles, it's like, yeah, I mean, like I would be surprised if it's more than 30 days. Kelly Wentworth hasn't, yeah, I've noticed that actually. I haven't seen Kelly Wentworth mention anything. Alright, what does the article say? Putting all of its coins in the Survivor franchise has locked in 2 epic seasons. The last 3 seasons have been better than any season of Survivor globally. This is including Blood versus Water? What? Whatever. Cassie's complete and there no returning. A few sports and former reality TV personalities were in the mix, but were told they were out. Yeah, so short runtime of 28 days, according to this. I mean, is there anything else new here? Oh, okay, here. Who can superfans expect? King George being on the same team as David Jennett. I mean, that's kind of what I would expect. Fair play, no. Fair play 100%. There's no fucking way Parvati is going on Australian Survivor. Sandia's Twine said no. Network 10 wants Luke Toki back. There are a few problematic reasons for him not to be asked back. Yeah. I think they would bring back Luke. I mean, they've had Luke back since all that stuff on the traders. I don't think they're like not gonna put up Luke. Shawnee is on the list. Sam Gash has been short listed without hubby Mark Wales, who didn't make the cut to already having a lot of bigger guys. Expect to see Kirby and Simon Mee. That makes sense. However, Ferris is missing from the list. He is desperately hoping someone will drop out. Okay. I could have told you all that. I literally did tell you all that last stream. Like obviously not the specific number of days, but like in terms of the people in consideration, like I pretty much said that. And again, I don't think this is like I 100%. I think this is just speculation, right? That someone's trying to say is true, because like it's essentially just everything I said. Make my character look like Mystery Man. Can I do that? Yeah, Parvati 100% is saying no. There's no fucking way Parvati is saying yes to Australian Survivor. Odds of Cliff returning to BB, not very likely. I think if he was likely, he would have been back for All Stars. 18 or 20%? I would say 20, probably, right? I don't know. Maybe 18 would make more sense for Australian Survivor. Yeah. Because that would be like an even breakdown from the that would be like a fourth less. I don't know. I'm hoping 20. I think 20 makes it feels better to me. Sandra said no to AU. I would assume that, to be honest. Like, unless they gave her like a big paycheck, I don't think Sandra's dying to go back on Australian Survivor. Where like just in general, I think Sandra's in a weird spot with Survivor at this point, where like I don't think I think genuinely I don't think she wants to play again. Like I don't think she has any like real interest personally, but it's like a situation where like if they offer her enough money, then like why is she gonna turn down that money? Like she's obviously going, like if they offer $100,000 to show up, she's obviously gonna say yes. Like she's not gonna turn down $100,000 just to go on a fucking island for 3 days. But I don't think she like cares to really play that much anymore. Yeah, there's no character creator. What tragedy. Would Nina say yes or no? I think Nina would say yes. I don't know if they would want her. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I knew about the game, was that it was like this sort of gameplay. Okay, well, cool. Alright, what am I actually supposed to do then? Would AU ask for Rob C? There's a shot, right? Okay, cool. What am I actually supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to just be continuing? Yeah, show me again. Yeah, I can see them asking him. I think there's a shot, right? Rob says yes. Like, Rob has been, like, saying that, like, he wouldn't, like, be, like, opposed to playing Survivor again. I think, again, if it's a shorter season, especially, like, it's going to be filmed... Actually, no, wait, is it going to be filmed September? They did say September, isn't it? So that's not great. But if it was filmed before 47 started to air, like, I could definitely see a world where Rob says yes. Yeah, I think New Era people... I don't think they're discriminating. I think they're just going to ask whoever, like, they want. I don't think... It's not like, oh my god, this person's New Era. We can't ask them. Now, again, how many people in New Era do they want? That's the question. I would say again, I think Jonathan is someone I'm looking at as like a new era person that could be on. Because again, I think the thing with the AU versus US is that that US is going to struggle physicality wise. And I think they're going to need to get like more physical people, and I think Jonathan is like one of the first people that comes to mind. Uh, oh fuck off! I missed the thing. Oh wait, that counted still. Cool. I don't know about Carolyn, and also I don't know if Carolyn would even say yes. I think Carolyn would just be waiting for 50. Mike Holloway would be interesting. I think there's definitely a shot. I think more of a shot than with 50. His last stream, Simon also had a kid. Oh, I forgot about that also, actually. But how recent was it? But I don't know. I'm still looking at Simon as someone that I'm expecting to be on. Like, I know production loves him. Oh, 6 minutes. I believe my okay, yeah. Okay, I don't know if it'll be exactly at midnight, but it said between midnight and 4. There's gonna be maintenance. I know nothing about the Iranian president outside of the fact that I guess he's dead. Okay, wait. I think Network 10 would make Australia versus AU? No. Or AU versus SA, I mean? No. I don't think SA is big enough. Like, the reason they're going for US is because, like, US has a big enough legacy to do so, and also has, like, a lot of people that would watch it because of that. I don't think anyone is watching it specifically because SA. Like, I don't think you're going to see people, like, going out of their way to watch the show because, like, SA players are on there. Oh, fuck off. Cool. Well. Most likely pitch for US. I talk about a lot. Like, Fair Play, Richard Hatch, Kelly Wentworth, Stephanie LaGrossa, Sri Fields. Wait, that still didn't work out? Cool. Again, Jonathan, as I mentioned, I think he's definitely in the running. To be honest, I think there definitely is a shot of a lot of, like, really random fucking people. Okay, still think. Okay, wait, what exactly am I supposed to do? God damn it. Wait, what is this article? What type of survivor am I? Oh, I'm supposed to be doing things as I grind. Okay. This is from time of All Stars. Let's see. If I were in a game of Survivor, would I fearlessly lie, cheat, steal, beat a dark horse, play big moves, be loyal, and help around camp? Like, I would be a mix of these. Like, it wouldn't just be one. I get, like, what does be the dark horse even mean? Like, what's that mean in terms of, like, your gameplay? Like, who the fuck goes onto Survivor scene and, like, asks about what your strategy is? It's like, oh, my strategy is to be the dark horse. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. What would I do? Like, because, again, like, I wouldn't do any of... Like, I would do a mix of these. Like, I wouldn't, like, lie for no like, lie, cheat, and steal for, like, no reason. Like, and also, I wouldn't, like, not be loyal at all times. Like, there's points that you should be loyal. There's points where you should, like, lie, cheat, and steal, whatever. And also, what's the difference between lie, cheat, and steal and play big moves? Isn't that the same thing? Whatever, I'll say play big moves. Why not? If you were faced with a mortal dilemma where you had to choose between an idol or food, what would you do? I'll take the idol, right? Or make my decision purely based on strategy? Yeah, sure. I'll pick that one. What trait would define you? Loyal, deceitful, determined, strategic? Probably strategic. How would you form alliances? By lying and manipulating people, by talking strategy and forming alliance? What? What is that answer? With kindness or by proving you can be trusted and not a threat. Like, really the former, right? But also, like, still strategy. Whatever, I'll pick strategy. Why not? How would I approach challenges? Show how much a physical threat I am. Obviously that's what I'll do. Play down my physical abilities to see my tribe. Slow and steady wins the race. Help everyone through the challenge and work as a team. Probably that one. Why not? How many questions are there? What skills would you bring to the game? Substance provider, fire master, obviously. Strategic mind, strong physical. Wait, why is that together? Strategic mind and strong physical strength. Determination, hunger to win, great acting skills, willingness to lie, cheat, and steal. I guess I'll do that one. I'm not a good actor, but whatever, fine. What would cause me to be eliminated? Nothing. You talk yourself out of anything. Your kindness makes you an easy target. You got called out on your lies and cheating. You're strategic and physical threat. I mean, like none of these really. I guess I'll go strategic threat. Whatever. If you found idle, would you play it for someone else? Play on yourself or don't play it at all? Use it strategically eliminate. What the fuck is this question? Such a stupid question. Like, why would you not pick use it strategically and eliminate your biggest threat? Like, that's a fucking dumb question. If another alliance asks you to blind somebody in your alliance, would you absolutely not do it because there are the pros and cons? Obviously. Use power to make it an even bigger move. Vote them out if it benefits you. These are really dumb questions. Which Survivor's gameplay do I relate to the most? David, Harry, Shane, Tarzan? Probably Harry, right? Alright, results. What did I get? I'm a player! Well, that's something. I'll strategize, backstab, and flip the game on its head in order to win the title of Sole Survivor. Australian Survivor All-Stars premieres February 3rd. Thank God. I can't wait. Can't wait to watch Australian Survivor All-Stars. Wait, I just realized. Oh, no. This is an image from Champs vs. Contenders, right? Like, there's an image of, like, of David getting an immunity necklace. So I'm like, is that from All-Stars? But no, that's from Champs vs. Contenders. Yeah, I mean, all these are really bad. Like, the fucking quiz is just dumb. Seeing a lot of people wanting Australia versus the world. I mean, yeah, again, like, supposedly that's what they're going to do if they can't get enough US people. Is do that. Which, again, straight up, I don't think they will get, like, I think it will just be US, SA, and then, like, at best, UK, NZ. Like, I don't think they're really going to reach that far. Because obviously the point, again, is that they want the US people. Like, they don't give a shit about the other countries. They're just doing it just so they could do the theme at that point. Okay, the skateboarding in this game is really fucking strange. Where I thought this would play, like, a bit more like Tony Hawk, but it just doesn't. Actually, it would have been funny if everyone just got winner. But no, there's different, which player did I get? I mean, like, it literally just said, you're a player. The picture was David. Okay, what am I actually doing right now? Would not be shocked if I don't finish this game. But we'll see how it goes. Sure, I don't know what I'm doing for next stream. Because I feel like it's going to be weird if I am playing this. Like, why am I randomly playing this during the Survivor finale? But, I guess I'm not that opposed to it. I don't know. The amount of preseason promo spoiling David wins was funny. I mean, like, I feel like there was just so much... Yeah, like, obviously, like, David was just so prominent in the preseason stuff. And, like, he was literally, like, the main head on the All-Stars poster. Oh, cool. A radical game for a radical season, obviously. Yeah, just, first thing I think of when I think of 46 is radical. Shouldn't that be the first thing you think of when you think of, like, 43? Considering, Cody said radical. Actually, I forgot about Astro's Playroom. Like, I would be opposed to streaming that at some point, but probably not for 46. I'm trying to think, like, wouldn't it be funny if I played Baldur's Gate for some reason? Like, I'm never gonna fucking finish Baldur's Gate, but, like, the one time I actually play on stream is, like, just after the 46 finale for just some reason. Also watching All Stars, Tarzan gets an amazing first episode. Yeah, I feel like I remembered it being pretty good. But I think his like edit after that's like pretty quiet. So like he's kind of overshadowed by Matt Rogers. What am I actually supposed to be doing in the game? Like, what is the objective right now? You know what? Fuck it. Let's quit and then... Oh, I love the objective. It was right there. Join the crew. Cool. Yeah, there's not going to be much there for a PS5 exclusive ranking. Would I even include... I think I would include, like, Ragnarok and Horizon and stuff. Because, like, I didn't talk about them in the PS4 one. And I think the point is that the PS... Like, they came out after the PS5 generation started. Like, I think as long as they're Sony published games, I think that would still include them. Yeah, Sharn both first seasons, like, was not prominent early on. Do I stand by Haley being a better player than George? I do. Like, if you were to, like, if you're going to USA versus Australia, if you're making me bank on one of those two players, I'm banking on Haley over George. Again, has George outplayed Haley both times they played? Yes. Which is why I think he's played better games than Haley both times. But I think as a player in the grand scheme of things, I would not have as much faith in George to be able to do what he does consistently as I would with Haley. Oh, cool. That was me being dumb. Okay, where are they? Does it tell me where they are? What a shit map. Okay. I don't know if Haley... Like, I would not expect Haley on AU versus US. Like, one, I feel like she was already kind of, like, burnt out a bit after Here's Villains. So I don't think she was, like, dying to play again there. But also, again, she just had a kid. I think her life's fine. For... Like, considering also you don't want, like, too many people from the same season. Especially considering they're all going to be on the same tribe. I feel like you're probably better off without her there. Basically, if both George and Simon are going to be there, like, if we're also having Haley there, like, if it's 3 people from the same season, on just, like, one specific tribe, it's like, I don't know, I think that's, like, getting on, overkill. Oh, George definitely wants to come back. Like, George is essentially, like, at this current point, I think anything, any Survivor season, like, George is gonna say yes. Like, George is still, like, living off of being the Survivor person. Like, that's literally currently, like, what he's doing. Okay, how do I... Wait. Are they up there? Because if they are, then how the fuck do I get there? I would love David Zaharakis. He should be a lock on the cast. I would... It'd be so funny if he's actually on All-Stars 2 whenever that happens. Like, that would be, like, the most Australian Survivor thing. Their player, Carolyn... I would probably say Carolyn, Titans vs. Rebels. It's the best of the 3. Where... I mean, her game's definitely a lot less consistent than Carolyn 44's. But I think I would have more faith in Carolyn Titans vs. Rebels than Carolyn 44. Oh, fuck off. Cool. And then Carolyn Rivera, I think the issues, like, she, like, didn't play that great of a game, really. I probably would have voted for her. Like, I think it's, like, right now, it's, like, it's very close. But, like, her game's, like, not that good in Worlds Apart. Cool. Like, yeah, she need to idle play to even survive what final 7 round, or was it final 6? I think it was final 6, right? Um, she like was not respected by the jury at all. Like at best, she wins the like Rodney Will final 3. I think every other situation she's pretty much dead. Um, would Lockie say yes? I think Lockie could say yes. Didn't he say he would say yes in that one article that was from like a year or two ago? Of like they would like ask a whole bunch of Australian Survivor players if they would play again, and like Lockie said yes. So yeah, I think he would. Cool. Um, Dan will. I believe the circulations that Will would have, or that Dan would have won. But again, like I think there's a chance. There's definitely a chance there for Carolyn. Yeah, Janine, I don't expect to be there. I think Sierra wins. Carolyn, Sierra will. I mean, again, from what I understand, Dan Foley was not a GOAT. Like, Dan Foley was not the GOAT that people think he was. Now, again, he's not a good player, still. But I think Dan definitely gets a good chunk of votes. I should say a good chunk of votes, because it depends on the situation, really. But I think there's, like, a decent amount of people that would be very willing to vote Dan Foley. Because I think with Dan, it's like, I do think Mike ends up voting for Dan in a lot of situations. I do think Dan locks has, like, Tyler, has Will, has Rodney if they're on the jury. Without each other, obviously. I think when it comes to the no callers, I think that's a bit like that's like very situational. But like if it's like Dan, Rodney, Will, I think Dan might win that. I think Will might win. Rodney, Will, Carolyn. I don't think Will wins. Will definitely gets like. Actually, I don't know. Does Will get a vote? Because I feel like a lot of Will votes just go to Rodney then, right? But I think Will has more of a shot at getting some of the like split vote, or not split votes, some of the swing votes. I mean, I think it's a weird because like, so you have the no callers who didn't like Carolyn. They didn't like Rodney, but they at least like found him funny and everything. And then with Will, it's like they kind of like half didn't think he did anything, but it also like felt like he betrayed them. So I think for them it's weird. When you're getting like Dan Foley, you're getting. Okay, so I think in that situation, I think Dan probably votes Rodney, but could vote Will. Tyler, I think, is the same thing. Probably Rodney, but could vote Will. Is anyone Worlds Apart have a shot at winning a jury? Wait, what? I think Worlds Apart is probably like one of the toughest juries to assess. Because like a lot of the people that made Endgame were not liked. Okay, where am I going? Is it here? What is that? Oh, cool. Yep, that's definitely what I wanted. Wait, down? Oh, is it just here? Oh, wait, there. Cool. I knew that. How fucked is Georgia AU? Very fucked. Like, as in, like, very likely first boot. What's funny is that I think if he were on you, like if because again, we're assuming it's gonna be AU tribe, US tribe, right? I think he's someone that like if he was on the US tribe, he probably would do better than if he was on AU tribe. Where like AU, it's like he's such a big name, and there's obviously a lot of people threatened by him. That were like, and he already has a lot of enemies. So where probably not doing great there. On US tribe, he's been doing the rounds. Like he's been making trips to the US and everything. And okay, well, what the fuck did you just say? Like I feel like he's probably made friends along the way. Oh god damn it! I okay, didn't realize it would be that short. Okay, what's rep? Wait, what the fuck is that though? Friends with Jonathan. He's also friends with Gabler. He hung out with Gabler. And it's still so surreal, though. Of all people for George to hang out with, he fucking hung out with Gabler and his wife. Doesn't have nothing better to do than go to the US to pregame. I don't think he's actually pregaming, but he has been in the US, I believe, like since Titans vs Rebels ended, right? Wasn't that the thing? Is that like so Shan Gus was supposed to get like a shirt from Kelly, but like Kelly gave the shirt to George to give to her, but he's been in the US the entire time, so she hasn't gotten it. I believe that's her story. Like, and he was still gone as of like a week or two ago. It's like he's been gone for like he's been in the US for like forever at this point. Oh, I forgot about yeah, he did the Johnny Fairplay thing. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, what if that's pre-gaming? Eileen is pre-gaming for A versus US. Which again plays into like the fact that like he is doing that George is doing that. Again, plays into like Survivor's essentially his identity at this point. Like there's no way he says no to AU versus US. Kenzie was that one the fair play players? Imagine Kenzie on AU versus US. Well, I guess she's pregnant. Imagine actually no, it would be September, right? She gives birth in September. Imagine like right after she gives birth, she's like, "Oh my god, I need to go on fucking AU versus US." Like who cares about my newborn kid? I need to fucking play Survivor again. I don't know if I get like losing finalist vibes necessarily from Nebel, but like he's definitely not winning. Like I think if he gets to the end, I wouldn't expect him to win. Pull Chauncey, probably. Yeah, like go on and like immediately regret it and then want to go home. I think for Chauncey was fucked anyway though. Like really. Does he have a Kimberly edit? I feel like I thought of Kimberly higher than Nebel, but I can kind of see it though. Where like I feel like with Nebel, I think he's like kind of a dodo, right? It's like yeah, he's like barely there, but I feel like he's also like not giving great content. He's like aligned with like Ricky, and like they're kind of like just stumbling about seemingly. Where, like I feel like with Kimberly, I at least like knew like where Kimberly was in the game, which obviously is circumstantial, but still, it's like I feel like with Nebel, it's like what the fuck is he doing? Like I don't even know what he's there for. Caring for a child's expensive. Yeah, I mean maybe that's a. Yeah, it's like I need that. However, how much is the appearance fee? Do you think for AU? Like, how much did Sandra get paid again? I know it was a big number, right? Wasn't it 100,000 or something for AU? Which, like, I don't know if they're paying that to all of them. I doubt it, but like, if they are paying it to all of them, then like, yeah, I would do it. I mean, I haven't seen the Fallout yet, but it's definitely not good. I think for me, the thing with cast that makes it like really dumb is the fact that like the entire group agreed that if you flip on us at the merge, then like we're not going to give you the win, which essentially means you auto lose through flipping. And like cast still does it. I think that's what makes that one like even more egregious. But it's definitely like a not good move, seemingly, for Nebel. Which also think like is Ricky like so he told Ricky about it, right? Then Ricky doesn't flip. Like was Ricky in on it too, or did he like literally make the move without? Yeah, so Ricky knew that he was gonna flip, but then just still voted the same. To be fair, that's probably the spot you want to be in. Even though again, like Ricky's definitely not winning this either. And also Ricky says zone like, oh, like weird game, but like that's more of the like opportune position to be in, is like knowing that the vote is going to go a different way, but like and like be like again be involved in that flip, but like not have to actually expose yourself. Which actually, too fair though, like saying it out like that, I guess it could work both ways. Because obviously that also means that you're more likely to be targeted by the new majority, which is not good. But like, it's a matter of like how much do you want to keep that new majority together. Like if it's a group where like, okay, you're actually sticking with the new Bayani, then yeah, that's dumb. Like that's bad. If you're intending on like flipping back and forth between the sides, then at that point I think, okay, I think Ricky is in a better spot. Watching be on AE versus US. Who is this? Dez? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Well that went downhill. I love it, like I just saw Dez there, like my first reaction, oh my god, it's Dez! What a great character, and then like you just read the thing and it's like, oh no. But it would be funny if like Dez just randomly gets brought back for no reason. But again, I love Dez on the show. I thought he was a great character. I never once thought, you know what, we need to see Dez play Survivor again. Ricky seems to want to stick with Nawa. I'm trying to think, like, who's left from Nawa at this point? Like, it's Ghislaine, Cassandra, Nebo, Ricky, and is there one more? But like, there's not much left. Yeah, is that literally all? Yeah, like there's not much left of Nawa. Which I guess to be fair, like I mean, like if like let's say like Ghislaine, actually they probably don't want Ghislaine. They probably would rather have Cassandra go next, right? Which also like to fair, actually what they probably actually I don't know where's Cassandra in the game though. Is the tough thing. Like I can see where we're like I think like Ricky and Nebo, like if they were to be able to become these like swing votes that like go back and forth between sides, like I could see that actually like working out for them potentially. But like Ghislaine's like too big of a threat, right? There's no fucking way Ghislaine is gonna be able to like be with them and them still be allowed to do that. And then like Cassandra, it's also like do they even have any connection to her? Like, I feel like we haven't even, like, she doesn't like them that much, right? I genuinely have no clue what's going on in the game. Will Des be in problematic alliance with George and Luke? Probably, yeah. Would not be shocked. Imagine there's actually, like, an alliance that's like, you know what? We're all problematic. We should work together. Imagine they call themselves like the anti-woke alliance. That'd be even fucking funnier. By the way, like seeing the discourse over AC Shadows is so funny. How like overtly like racist everything is, and like how like it's so stupid. Like the entire fucking conversation around AC Shadows. Where like it's funny because like it's like there's a lot of talk about how like this isn't like Assassin's Creed and all that stuff. But then like I feel like the people that are saying that like don't actually give a shit about Assassin's Creed and know what Assassin's Creed is, because like it's actually like the most fucking Assassin's Creed thing. It's like again for like a company that like doesn't give a shit about Assassin's Creed, they're actually doing something like seemingly accidentally that is very Assassin's Creed. But it's like I feel like it's like people just being upset just because like at least like the initial like premise of like, hey, it's a Japanese like Assassin's Creed game, we wanted to play as a Japanese person. It's like, okay, I can kind of get that initially, But it's like also it's like there is a Japanese protagonist though, which is like again which to be fair is also them like kind of like trying to get their cake and eat it too. But like there literally is a Japanese protagonist if you want to play as a Japanese protagonist. I think what would have been better, like I don't know, better because like I do think like there is a world where like you can say okay, this is incentive to Japanese people to like make a game about Japan and then not have a Japanese protagonist. But again, I think it would have been the most Assassin's Creed thing to actually like just have Yasuke as the only protagonist. If he actually were to become an assassin, which he's not going to be because it's modern Assassin's Creed. Or something that it's common for people to get keys stuck in their ears. What? How the fuck do you get a key stuck in your ear? What are you doing to get your key in your ear? By the way, surprising stream is still up. Maybe that's a good sign. I still don't know where the fuck I'm going. Straight up, I think it's not looking good for this game. I'll probably still play it for the rest of the stream, but I don't know, this is turning out to be the greatest stream game in the world. If you're crazies, did I paste that list in the thing? Are they gonna be hidden ones still in the shadows? Well, I mean, Yasuke's not even gonna be a hidden one. Which again, that's the dumb part of all this, is that like in a game of about assassins, that there's still no fucking assassin. Oh yeah, the Japanese character is an assassin, but it is fun, and like really, she's only assassin because they can tie it to like ninjas, right? Like that's the only like if they like if ninjas didn't have like anything like somewhat reminiscent to assassins, they would 100% be willing to just not have an assassin in this game, which is funny, but also very modern Ubisoft. Saying that I didn't jinx myself there. I mean, I would not. I would be pretty shocked if stream doesn't die at some point, but we'll see. Let's see. Do I have the crazies list? Where is it? Did I not save it? Shit, I thought I saved it. Did I not? What happened to Assassin's Creed Jade? I believe it's out, isn't it? Like it's like in beta or something, or alpha, whatever the fuck it is. Like I believe it was playable at one point. I don't think it's officially out yet, but I know it was playable sometime. Yeah, I guess it was supposed to come out end of last year though, and didn't get pushed. Now delayed until 2025. So yeah, who knows? But I've seen gameplay of it. It looks bad. I mean, it looks like it looks like a mobile Assassin's Creed game. All right. Copy list. I think Sebastian is a goat taken out before final. I don't know. Is he like very goaty? I don't know if he's like goat material necessarily. Well, like again, he's getting some Dodo content for sure, but like I don't know if he's someone that like people aren't respecting on the island though. What's Justin's crazies? Is that what this is? Sure. I should probably just create a new spreadsheet at this point, right? Like this spreadsheet is like so fucking jam packed with a billion things. Alright, wait. Let's try to open this and chat at the same time. There we go. I don't think Florence mid-merge. That probably makes sense, yeah. I can see Florence being more of a losing finalist, probably. I don't know, though. I think people mostly do like her, though, right? Alright, but yeah, anyway. So Zoe, Rupert's better than Zoe. Actually, I did the beginning of this list, didn't I? I feel like I remember ranking, like, up to, like, Judd. Alright. Let's try to open this. There we go. I don't think Florence or so. Wait, Rupert's better than Zoe. Like Maurice. Yeah, like kind of like that. That would make sense. But again, like she's in the numbers right now at least, where like Maurice wasn't. Um, Lil Morris is, I think, worse than Rupert, right? Because again, this is like as in like the players of all time, right? Not like they're like games or anything. I guess it would have to be players of all time. So yeah, I think Rupert's a better player than Lil in the grand scheme of things. Rory, better or worse than Zoe? I would say better, right? Like I think like the fact that Rory survives the pre-merge tribe and everything, I think that's, again, pretty insane actually. Twyla, better or worse than Rupert? I think that's tough. I think definitely better than Lil, but Rupert I think is tough because it's like I think Lil's like Lil's Vanuatu game I think is probably better than any of Rupert's probably, but Rupert has made it to the end 3 times. Again, actually that's not even probably fair because I guess Alliance is really the end, but still again towards the end twice at least, and then the other time again still early merge. I would say Rupert's still better. I think the 3 good appearances is enough. Judd. By the way, I guess I should post this, right? That's the cool doc. Judd, I would say, is probably better than Zoe. Better or worse than Rory? I would say better simply because he makes it farther. I think in terms of win equity, I think they're around the same. Or not win equity. In terms of like game ability, I think they're around the same. Apparently story in FF7 mobile game is pretty good. In Ever Crisis? Or is there a different one now? I know there was like I thought Maximilian playing something Ever Crisis related, so I assume it's probably that, right? Which again, when people say FF7 and good though, I don't know if they know what they're talking about. Because again, like most people love fucking Rebirth. So it's like I don't know if like what they think is good is what I would consider good. That was questionable, right? Him giving up his idol to Audrey. To be fair, like the fact that they like, if they were just gonna play it that round anyway, then like it's pretty whatever. It's actually like and that's why I think it's actually good, right? Like if the plan was always to just play the idol at the merge anyway, then I think him giving up his idol to Audrey is good because like at that point you're at least like building social capital with her. Like you're building more of a relationship with her in a spot where like it's essentially like trying to buy back forgiveness for voting her out. So like in that way I think it's good. Just in general, though, it's bad to give like someone that you betrayed previously an idol. But yeah, like if Audrey was always going to play it and like that was part of his rationale for giving it to her, then yeah, I think that was fine. Is Rebirth Game of the Year frontrunner? Like, are we talking about from actual game awards? Or are we talking about for me? For me, it's like as of right now, yeah, because it's the only game I've played. But if we're talking about like actual game awards, as of right now, like it's up there, right? Probably no draft tonight, just because like I don't even know if stream will continue. I would have been willing to do the A through Z All-Star one or Winners at War one, but again, like for all I know, fucking stream's gonna die in like 10 minutes, so probably not. Yeah, like what else has come out this year? Like, what's the highest rated games from this year so far? Dragon's Dogma did really well, right? Let's see. Wow, really? Number 1 is Rebirth? How? Like, has this really been that shit of a year then? Like, genuinely, it is insane to me that Rebirth has a 92% Metacritic score. Like, how? Again, even if you're like, because like my main criticisms of the game are like narratively, but even if we're talking about the game itself, the game isn't even that good. Like the game is like filled with a whole bunch of fucking technical issues left and right. And like most of the overall like gameplay like just feels so reminiscent to like the bloat that's in like Ubisoft open worlds. Yeah, for some reason, Final Fantasy VII, people are fucking loving it for some reason. Um, like I generally just don't understand why Rebirth is loved. Like to me, it does like everything wrong from what I wanted it to be. Like it's just bizarre to me that people love Rebirth. Um, Especially because like a lot of things you criticize from other games are in Rebirth, yet people just don't seem to care. That's in Rebirth. Jinx. I mean, again, we'll see how it goes. Oh, wait, what is Animal Well? I've seen people like talk about it, but I don't know what that game actually is. Then Balatros 3, goddamn. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered's 4th best rated game of the year. Tekken 8. Mullet Mad Jack? I never even heard of that. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Forbidden West Complete Edition? Sure. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes? I've never heard of that. Oh, it's a Metroidvania? Not really my thing, then. Wait, Unicorn Overlord's that high? I didn't realize it was that high. It's number 12. 87% Metacritic score. That's pretty good. Prince of Persia Lost Crowns, number 13. Dragon's Dogma, 16. Yeah, really, I mean, like, looking at, like, the top-rated games, the only game that I think is a guaranteed nominee is Rebirth. Maybe Helldivers 2, actually. Especially considering, like, how, like, big that game got. Oh, I forgot about Stellar Blade. I do want to play Stellar Blade. Oh, it's a donkey, related game. I'm surprised it's actually supposed to be good, then. Alright, where's Courtney in this? Courtney's worse, right? I think Courtney's worse than Zoe and Rory. Shane Powers is... I don't know, actually, is Courtney worse than Zoe? Maybe Courtney's not worse than Zoe. Actually, now that I think about it, actually, no, maybe Courtney's higher than Rory and... No, actually, no, she has no win equity. It's kind of tough, actually. I mean, it's just a list of, like, this is the thing, but, like, this is just a list of, like, who Justin considers the craziest people to ever be on Survivor. And they wanted me to rank them. Only the publisher. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, straight up, I just don't think I care about this game. Like, I think at this point, I'm just gonna, like, skate around probably the rest of the time I'm actually just playing this and probably just, like, not play it again. Watching AU All-Stars, your mom, she's gone from completely hating David to now her being her favorite player. I wonder if that's the way that most people thought about him. Because I remember coming out Transformers 2 that I didn't feel like he was particularly popular. Like, not like, obviously, I thought, like, everyone knew he was a big character and, like, a star on the show and everything. But I don't think anyone, like, there weren't as many people talking about, like, oh my god, David's my favorite player. But then I feel like yeah, by, like, midway through All-Stars, I feel like that did kind of change. Play Rebirth. I don't think I've installed anymore. Actually, let's look this up. He's like I think I have it on my hard drive. But I have to copy it over. What do I actually have installed right now? I have AC Rogue, AC Unity. I still have Baldur's Gate installed. Bomber Cyberfunk. Hellblade. I forgot about that. I have Hellblade. Sort of Castaway Island. Tales from Borderlands. Last of Us 2 Remaster. Uncharted. Nathan Drake Collection. Talos Principle 2. That's currently what I've installed. And too far, I could play any PS4 games that are on my hard drive too, can't I? So what are those? Got... Okay, that's actually kind of a lot. 13 Sentinels. I forgot about that. I did want to play that at some point. Play it again on stream. Sex percent? What are we talking about? Oh, in Baldur's Gate? That would be funny, actually. But then I don't know how you do it, though. I need to find out how to have sex in Baldur's Gate first, and then speedrun it. All right, I was back out there. Boot rank for Quebec. I think I actually debated on it. Actually, is stream? I think stream's fine, right? Wait, let's see. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think stream's fine. All right. Jean Michel won. Oh yeah, I forgot what posts were. Actually, I don't know. Is Jean Michel won? Probably. Yeah, probably above Dominic still. I don't know. I think I debated it because like Dominic, Gladys, Denise, obviously all of them got kind of screwed over just by how the rock draw happened. But Sean Michael was like kind of on his way out for a lot of like the late post merge. But I guess like when they were on Nawa together, John McKell was in a better spot than them. Yeah, because they were all like on the bottom of Nawa anyway. So yeah, I guess it is still. Never got that far. Is it supposed to be graphic? I don't know. I'm not. I've never looked up the sex scenes in Baldur's Gate. Actually, I forgot about that too. Yeah, technically I don't know, like would Ricky have voted with them if they didn't have the vote steal? Probably not. Still, right? I didn't lock in where I have Courtney. I think it's like, is she better or worse than Judd? I think better than Zoe. I think probably better than Rory at this point. I think worse. Because I think the thing with Judd, like again, no one wanted to take Judd to the end. At least Courtney had people wanting to take her to the end. And like obviously it doesn't work out because of the 3-2-1, but like yeah, the 3-2-1 doesn't happen. Like she's in a pretty decent spot to make it to the end at least. It's not like either of them were particularly likely to win. I wasn't that surprised at Audrey coming back. I was between Audrey and Dominic, and like Audrey definitely makes sense. I think Audrey's probably the best like case scenario. We're like looking at like the potential options. Like really all of like Denise, Gladys, Dominic are kind of the same. They're all in like very similar spots on their original tribes. But like I think Audrey had like the most to gain from her becoming like a pretty big swing vote for the people on the bottom. She also had like the dynamic with like the people that voted her out, and you can like have that sort of tension there. Where like with Dominic, if Dominic comes back, I don't know what there really is there. I don't think like her having no confessionals mattered during her boot episode because like she was there again afterwards anyway. Like obviously, yeah, it would have been like something of like okay, she was like booted and that was it, and she got 0 confessionals. But like I don't think like her having 0 confessionals during boot episode means anything when it comes to like her chances of coming back. Because like she still got a lot of content on the actual Edge anyway. Oh, I forgot about it. Yeah, I did see there were like pictures posted of the 14 or of the 37 casts. Yeah, 14 teams. I don't believe any of them are like notable people. At least I didn't see anyone like mention who those people were. I was not surprised by the Raph quit. I'm surprised Raph lasted as long as he did. But yeah, who's next? Shane Powers. Shane Powers is better than Courtney. Better or worse than Lil, I think is the interesting one. I'd probably say worse. Randy Bailey, I think, is worse than Judd. Above Rory, probably. Or maybe above... no, worse than Judd. Coach Wade is probably number 1 at this point. Does Courtney take Shane to final 2? I'm not sure who Courtney takes, actually. Probably, though. Yeah. I think it's very likely she takes Shane. I think Shane definitely wanted to go to the end of Courtney. Terry wanted to go to the end to Courtney. I think Danielle, in a lot of situations, would have taken Courtney. So yeah, I think Courtney, was pretty likely to make Final 2. In a lot of situations, like, when the 3-2-1 happened. Like, and like, obviously, like, just Cherie was aware of the fact that, well, everyone wants to take her to the end, so then I can't have her at the end because I want to be that person. It is funny, though, like, how much, like, obviously, Cherie, again, creates the 3-2-1, very impressive move. But, like, she also, like, didn't even know she was doing it. Because, like, from Cherie's point of view, her perspective, like, I don't even think she realized, oh, I'm doing, like, I'm making a plurality vote. Like, I don't even think that's how she even thought of it. I think all she thought is that, okay, I need my numbers to go against Courtney because, like, these are the only people that would end up voting out Courtney. And, like, I don't think she, like, realized the, like, the ramification of that, oh, that means I'm, like, creating a plurality vote to get out a target that would be difficult to get out otherwise. Because, like, even, like, she herself, like, it was, like, she had, like, so Shannon Gus, I believe, like, had, like, someone buy a cameo for her from Cherie. And, like, essentially asked Cherie about the 3-2-1. And, like, Cherie herself admits that, yeah, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even realize that was the thing. Oh, my tablet was worse. What was I was rewatching South Pacific. Polu really isn't much of a cult. Through episode 6, yeah. I mean, I think they become a lot more. I don't know. I think they are, like, still cult-ish in the sense that, like, a lot of the people at the top of that alliance are bonding over religion. Where, like, outside of Sophie, the entire majority alliance is super religious. I guess, like, well, actually, yeah, majority, like, of the core 5, the entire grouping is super religious outside of Sophie. And, like, that's a lot of how they, like, bonded together and everything, is through religion. And once we get into the post-merge, it's like, and in that position, it's like, I do think Coach is utilizing the social bonds he made through their bonding over religion and using that against them to, like, keep them in line. Yeah, Rick Nelson's super religious. Like, would you not think Rick Nelson is religious? I feel like you could take, like, one look at Rick Nelson, think that, like, and that's the lead, like, no, he's super religious. I forgot how much Brandon just wasn't fit to be on Survivor, by the way. I mean, he's 19, isn't he? Like, 19, like, didn't he have, like, 3 kids and something, too, by that point? It's like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't think Brandon was ready for a lot of things. Even beyond just Survivor. But, yeah, like, obviously the only reason he's even ever considered to be on Survivor is because of Russell. Like, if it wasn't for Russell, I don't think, like, Brandon makes a season, right? Especially at that point. Like, I think actually Brandon's probably more likely for a modern season of Survivor to be initially cast for, like, a modern season than, like, a season back then. Hey, I already talked about Challenge 40. Spoilers. If Brandon wins South Pacific, if he gets the end, it's crazy. Is it, though? Like, on the island, like, especially, like, post-merge, I feel like he came off as, like, a really just, like, palatable guy, right? People liked him. He doesn't do anything that egregious. Where I think most of his, like, bad behavior is pre-merge. Like, in how he, like, treats Michaela and, him, like, lying about Russell being his uncle, and then, like, him revealing it in, like, a weird way and everything. Like, all that weird stuff is, like, pre-merge. So it's like, for the Savai's, it's like, I don't think it's that shocking they came out of it thinking, like, you know what? Brandon is the person that's, like, the most likable of this grouping. What is this? Is Brandon top 100 players? No, I doubt it. Top 200? Maybe. Maybe. but not top 100. Like, I think Survivor has too many competent players to have Brandon in the top 100. If it was Big Brother, like, yeah, like, Brandon is essentially, like, Beast Mode Cowboy, right? And, like, Caleb was, like, number 100 on the Big Brother list. So it's like, yeah, if this was Big Brother, and, like, considering the field that there was with Big Brother, I could definitely see him be top 100. But also, too, again, there's more Survivor players anyway. So, like, relatively, like, yeah, probably top 200 is, like, still the better benchmark to go for. But even then, yeah, is he even, like, top 200? It's not even a guarantee. Scream Michaela campaigning hard for Cambodia. I know she was campaigning. I don't know if she's campaigning hard. I know, like, Russell supported her, right? Wasn't that a thing that Russell came out to tell people to vote for her? I mean, that seems really stupid. Like, again, the one thing I think Survivor US has gotten right is like, how to handle deadlocks. Like, I think Rox is the perfect tiebreaker. Which is funny because, like, again, they stumbled into it. Like, it's completely by accident. But I think they've created, like, a near-perfect tiebreaker in having Rox. Because it's something that, like, is scary enough that people are going to be, like, again, because, like, the point of Rox is to incentivize people to flip. They don't want a tie. At least that's not the original intention. The original intention was that they were going to try to scare off people to the point where, like, no one would want to risk their, like, $1 million over, like, a rock draw. But what makes it great is that, like, if it does happen, then it's even that more, like, insane. That's the thing. That, like, we're actually getting players that are willing to risk their entire game over a random draw. And there's actually, like, points where it actually is in your best interest to do so. Yeah, not many points. Imagine Q went the rocks to save Banu. Imagine. There's no way, right? What will I say about looks at title, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk? And I mean, probably not much if this is all I play with, which I think I'm done. I think I'm good. I'm debating, like, what should I play next stream then? So, like, I'm debating over, like, should I play Dead Space Remake? Is that a game I should play? And then should I play Talos Principle 2? Like, Talos Principle 2 is the game I actually want to play. I just feel like there's no fucking way I'm getting through that on stream. Like, that's pretty impossible that I'm going to be able to play Talos Principle on stream. Would Coach say yes? I think he could. Like, he's definitely... Like, I think he's definitely someone that'll be in the running. I believe it would have been Rox because there's no immunity. Like, so if it's 4-4... I'm not sure, though, because, like, they've been very rocky with that. Like, my understanding of the rules before, like, a few years ago was that if they tied at 4 pre-merge, then they would still go to Rox. But I'm not sure anymore. I think there definitely is a shot that they now would do fire making. Reality fans said most of US choices are obvious. Yeah, I mean, again, that's why I'm expecting to be mostly, like, big names. Well, yeah, if there is, like, a random person there, like, I think it'll be, like to fill up just an empty slot. Or, like, I think they probably have, like, 9 big names already, like, lined up for the cast. So, like, if there is, like, a sneak in there, it'll just be, like, the person who is just there so they could just, like, make the season reality at that point. I don't have Bow for Bikini Bottom rehydrated. And also, is it funny? Watch all of A All Stars merge episode. That might be one of the worst episodes to survive. I actually like. I think the merge episode's fine. It's not good, but it's not terrible. If you think that's terrible, get ready. It's gonna be rough if you think the merge episode is terrible. There is one more highlight in the post merge. Well, actually, no, two more highlights. I think there's two more highlights in the post merge. Outside of that, it's really rough. Also bad about the merge episode? Yeah, like what do you consider so bad about the merge episode? Because I didn't think the merge episode was like that bad. Like it's definitely like an underwhelming merge episode. And like it is pretty foreshown what's gonna happen, but like it's not like the worst episode I've ever seen. I think now I should have voted Audrey over Marilu. Probably not, no. Their ideal is just getting rid of like Audrey's someone that like is still potentially in the middle. I don't think there's much of a point in getting rid of her over Marilu, who has like a really solid backing. Like I don't know why you bother to highlight that. Again, I don't think it's funny. Like even if it's a SpongeBob game, it's like okay, yeah, it's a SpongeBob game. Oh, 100%, yeah. There's like no chance that Lockie wasn't going home there, and they spoil it early on. But again, I don't think that makes it like the worst episode ever. Like there's a billion other episodes where like the result is like foreshown from the very beginning. I say like a biggest party. Just annoyed you, yeah. Yeah, actually, I remember like literally watching the merge episode. I was like, oh, okay, Lucky's going home. Like from like pretty much the beginning of the episode. Actually, where are we on the ranking? Shambo is next. Should I pin this? I guess I'll pin this just for sake of like. There we go. I'll pin that just so I don't have to post all the time if people ask me what am I talking about. Was there any doubt David was winning at this point? Probably not, right? I think by that point, probably not. I'm sure there was some doubt. But, like, obviously, yeah, it was very likely that David was winning. Like, I think the doubt came from the fact that, like, I think, like, up until, like, the Phoebe boot, I think you could definitely question it. Once the Phoebe boot happens, though, and then, like, his, like, edit really starts to recover following that, yeah, it's like by the time you get to the merge, it's like, who are the contenders? It's like, David's won by a lot, and then you have, like, what, Brooke, probably, is the second most likely? With, like, almost everyone else pretty dead edgically. Maybe Shawnee's definitely still potential edgically, but still, it's like, yeah, by that point, I think David would be number one by quite a bit. When was the last time Survivor US got a Song boot episode? What do you mean? Like Banu, Stephanie Johnson, who? What do you mean? Like just other times? Because the last time is literally just Banu. Or actually, really, is Q? Would you consider Q? Because I think this is like a question mark for you. I obviously like. I wish he got like a bit more content. Because I think that's probably the thing that's like different is that we got like a lot more focus on the Charlie Maria side of things. But like we still got like a full on like every vote being revealed for Q. Venus. I don't know, I think Q got more of one than Venus did. What other times we had an obvious boot? I mean, like almost every, like I feel like almost every episode. Like if we're talking about like the edit doesn't try to hide it, then again I think Q. Yeah, I think Venus, they tried to hide it, right? Because they tried to make you think that there was going to be this flip on Q, right? Because, like, they didn't make it seem like Venus was the only option coming into Tribal. But with Matthew, they tried to at least like build suspense that wasn't going to happen, though. Where it's not like the episode telling you from the like it is because like editing of the show that Matthew's going home. And it's like the same thing like Randon too, but it's not like the edit is like blatantly telling you, hey, Randon's going home in this episode. Russell in Philippines. I don't know. Even Russell in Philippines, they tried to hype it. Like, they tried to make it seem like Denise was considering flipping on Malcolm. Cody, yeah, Cody's actually one. Where, like, once Jesse plays his idol, it's done. The thing about that one, though, they tried to build suspense on, like, will Cody give back his idol to Jesse? Like, that was the main suspense there, right? Where, like, it was pretty clear that, okay, this vote's going through. It's just a matter of, like, okay, will Cody give Jesse the idol back? And I guess that's kind of the situation with Q, where, like, with Q, it was, like, a situation where, like, the only suspense was, like, okay, is Q going to play the idol? And we got, like, one final confession from Q, saying that, oh, if I notice something, I'll go play the idol, which, again, never happens. Lauren 44. Oh yeah, 100%. Lauren 44. They even tried to hype it up, which is actually that's something I noticed when again just rewatched 44. I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, they kind of like just gave up on like trying to make it seem like Lauren wasn't gonna go home because they do at the beginning. At the beginning, they're like, oh my god, with like all women's alliance and everything. But then they just like drop it like halfway through the round, and at that point, it's just like okay, Lauren's going home. She doesn't find the idol, and then it's like pretty clear she didn't find the idol. Ricard, well, Ricard, again, they try to build this, like, full storyline of, like, oh, Xander's gonna play the idol on me. But they did make it obvious that Ricard's gonna get the majority of the votes. But again, they try to leave up the suspense of, like, Xander's gonna play the idol on Ricard. Imagine Matt Rogers was swapped where Moana was. I mean, yeah, that definitely changed the season a lot. Jason Voorhees in Multiverse, thank God. Bro, he looks ridiculous. That can't be real, right? If that is real, then that's really stupid. Well, last time I was shocked by a vote. It might be like some random vote off. Let's actually look this up. It probably isn't that long ago, but it's probably like the most random vote off, though. I was surprised Janine... Oh, 100%. Yeah. I remember. I thought I was surprised. Yeah, there. I was also surprised at the Lindsay vote, where I 100% thought Lindsay was a red herring. Let's see. Is there any 46? No, 46 I knew all of them. 45? Let's see. I think 45 I also pretty much knew. All of them. I forgot, wait, was I surprised? No, I wasn't, right? I was thinking, was I surprised at Sabaya? I don't think I was, right? Now, anyway, yeah, I think last time I can remember is 43. Well, the thing is, I thought Sean was going home. I just didn't think he was going home from quitting. I thought he was just genuinely just going to be voted out from the Rebuzz. I didn't think he was by that point in the episode. I thought coming into the episode that, okay, Sean's fucked. But then obviously we saw the episode and they're like, oh, he's not fucked. And then at the end he just quits. I think Michael has successfully idled Bradley out Ghost Island. I did not. Like, you're talking about the Brendan boot? I did not. I did, though, think it was going to be Stephanie, I believe, and not Brendan. Or I think I was surprised that was Brendan in particular. Venus and Hunter seen the friend zone? Yeah, I believe that's a thing. That Venus and Hunter are on good terms. Where I believe with Venus, it's mostly Tevin and Soda that she's not gelling with. And Q, I believe. Or at least she wasn't with Q at the time. I don't know about now, but at least now it's definitely just Tevin and Soda. But like she talked about like her Ponderosa, like her favorite moments at Ponderosa was like playing Scrabble with Hunter. Yeah, it definitely was disappointed to see Matt Rogers go out that way. Oh yeah, still doesn't like Maria. Yeah. Oh yeah, Shambo. I don't know, where's Shambo? Better or worse than Courtney Merritt? I would say worse. Better or worse than Judd? I'd probably also say worse. I think it's kind of tough though. Oh, god damn it. Nyanka, with Nyanka's name spelled wrong. Nyanka's probably better or worse than Shane Powers? I'd say better, I think. Probably worse than Lil. Who's apparently the only one in the jury nice to her? Yeah. Which also, I think, yeah, the way that Venus talked in that, very spoilery, right? But part of that is also what makes me more confident that Maria is probably Final 5 boot. But she talked about how like the next few people at Ponderosa, they ain't treating me well either or whatever. It's like, okay, well, yeah, Q and Maria makes a lot of sense if those are the people. But he's like looking at the other people. It's like Kenzie and her seem to have like a cordial relationship. Her and Charlie had a working relationship leading into the end game. Her and Liz seem to be fine. We don't really see anything of her and Ben. So 100%, I feel like Q and Maria makes a lot more sense. Yeah, her name has a capital O, but it's N-A, not N. It was N-O. I changed to N-A. Because that's how it's N-A-O-N-K-A. You had N-O-O-K, or N-O-O-N-K-A, either way. Well, Anthony wins. We begin 12 as he escalates the fight with Victoria so much that she hits him and gets ejected. Probably, yeah. I mean, he should have thought about that. And really, just the fact that he got as upset he is pretty insane, though. Because, like, that really just shows you how genuinely upset he is. He's like, again, that was like such a big thing for him that he didn't want to ever raise his voice. Because he was like worried about being portrayed as like just an angry black man and everything. So yeah, for him to like actually like get upset, that really just shows you like how genuinely frustrated he is. Again, Morgan, yeah, Morgan's such a great flat earther, obviously. Gotta love flat earthers. Reggie ever Survivor season buying porn. I actually have that on my list of videos already. Because yeah, I think that would be an interesting topic. I don't even know, like, what would actually be number one? Would it have to be Borneo? Or what? Because, like, I think there's, like, a lot of seasons that I think you could debate for, like, the top spot. Thailand last? I don't know, is it last? I think, like... Nicaragua or something like that could be... Guatemala, probably, actually. Guatemala's probably last. Actually, no, Guatemala at least has, like, returnees. Like, the first captain season. It might be Nicaragua? Actually, I don't know. Nicaragua did change the quit. Like, the quits and stuff, right? Where, like, from that point on, quitters don't make jury, and don't get prize money and that sort of thing. So, like, that had, like, some importance to something, I guess. Um, but I think like the fake merge and all that sort of stuff, and also Brian Heidick as a player, I think that's enough to like not make Thailand the bottom, at least theoretically. Oh yeah, I guess yeah, Guatemala had the first idol, even though it wasn't the real idol. Yeah, Marquez is definitely in the conversation of most. Gabon, yeah, I would say the main thing from Gabon is the fake idol. Like I think that's the big takeaway from Gabon. Then also like it has the oldest winner for whatever that's worth. I mean, obviously, like ranking modern seasons is tough, right? Basically, how do you rank like 41? Well, I guess 41 would be like easier, but like still like 43. It's like how am I ranking 43 on this list? And like I really just I feel like a lot of like seasons post game changers are like tough to rank. Like how do you rank like I guess like okay, well HHH like what do you have the Ben's idol. Oh, you have forced fire making too, don't you? 36 you have like the first ever tie. Outside of that, I don't think there's that much. David vs. Goliath. Well, you got like Idol Nullifier. Oh, is there much else? Edge of Extinction is important. Actually, I guess all of them have like something, right? Because IOI has Dance Below. And not even necessarily Dance Below, but like obviously like through that situation, they changed the rules for like how players are able to come in contact with each other. So, like, because of that, like now people have to sleep apart. You can't cuddle at night or anything. Oh yeah, Split Tribals also think Ghost Islands. Actually, is 42 maybe the like least important? Now I think about it. But like 42 is just a redo of 41, right? So like, what new is there from 42? I guess like character-wise, there could be like important stuff, right? What is that? I think with like a new era, it's just it's kind of difficult to even put it on the list. I think maybe if I do make the list, I would have to relegate it to just old era seasons, maybe. But then at that point, it'd probably just be like, wouldn't Winners at War be very unimportant? Oh, Amulet, you mean? Okay. I mean, I guess, but it's like that's still not even that important. It's like yeah, it shows up in 45 again, but like neither time it actually like matters, right? It's like Lindsay does even play it in 42, and in 45, Austin plays on himself when he didn't need to. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Yeah, do it after 50, maybe. Yeah, I don't care about the Iranian president. Didn't know a single thing about the fucking Iranian president. Vanuatu, it's definitely up there. Yeah, I think the interesting thing. So, like, obviously, like, I'm gonna make the Vanuatu retrospective. And I think through making it, I'm kind of like through like taking the notes and everything for it. I kind of realized like there's not really that much like production stuff to talk about. Obviously, like at least pre-season production stuff to talk about. Where like I think the main stuff to talk about is just like how do you follow up All Stars. But like outside of that, it's like there's not really much I don't know of intrigue there. It's like okay, yeah, we're just like I guess maybe like the fact that they're repeating men versus women and they're essentially doing the twist again. Maybe that's something that's like kind of important. I believe players are still not allowed to cuddle, but I'm not 100%. I know they weren't up to 42 at least. But I would not be shocked if that's still a thing. the thing is, we just never see them actually like sleep. Actually, no, wait, Ben was sleeping alone, right? We got that shot of Ben. He's sleeping alone, obviously. Because, like, but it's like still, yeah. Like I feel, yeah, I would feel confident that they do still have the sleep alone. Yeah, Vanuatu premiere is weird, and like if you know the story behind it, supposedly originally it was supposed to be a 90-minute premiere, and they had to cut it down to an hour at the last second, and that's part of why it's weird. Because like it's literally them cutting down the episode in like by a third, like supposedly like a week or two before it aired. Because I believe it was on the schedule for 90 minutes up until like a week or two before it was going to air, and then they changed it. Yeah, the entire ritual. But then I understand the ritual thing, and like obviously that's still a point where like Survivor cared enough to honor like the location they were at and all that sort of stuff. But also I do think there are like parallels to be had there within that and like the men versus women dynamic and everything. It's like I understand why it's there. Are they not allowed one shelter? I know 41 for. I'm not sure about that anymore. Best worst Survivor logo. I'll be doing that video at some point, probably. I think that'll be fun. It's kind of a dumb video. We're like, how much is there really to talk about? But I do want to do that video at some point. But I don't even know what my favorite logo is necessarily. Like of the new ones, I definitely like 43's. I think 43 is my favorite new era logo. We're doing like old school stuff. Like I feel like the ones that like stand out to me are like China. What's it? You got China. You have Kagion. I think is pretty good. Here's Villains is fine. I don't know if the silhouettes does much for me, but it's a nice touch to it though. 46 is nice and simple. I don't like the there's something I didn't like about it. What was it? Obviously this is very important to do right now. Is look up the my folder Survivor logos. There we go. I don't like the top half. Like the like pure gray. Like it just looks kind of cheap to me. Like something always bothered me about it, like the top half of the circle. Like it just looks, I don't know. It just looks weird. Like it's just like, I don't know, just the color, like the fact that like gray is like one of the like main fixtures of the logo. It's just like kind of dull. I do like 45s. 45s is solid. I kind of wish there was like maybe a little bit more there, but it's still solid. 44 I never liked. I don't like the fact that the arch overtakes the circle. So like the outwit and outplay are like not in like a proper circle like they are in most other logos. Like I don't like that. Yeah, I like 43s. 42s is boring. It's just a fucking lock and key and a random maze thing in the background. 41s is solid. That's okay. Not great, but like it's fine. It's good. Where's It Wars is pretty decent. It's fine. The 40s always like annoyed me. I don't love the 40 there. Which like obviously that's just now the thing of like putting the numbers on the logos, but like at least there it's like again, like that's actually the name of the season. Like here we're just like having a fucking sale with 40 on it there, and it's just really jarring. Eye of the Idols is kind of dull. I don't mind the color scheme. But the actual thing is like, okay, there's like not much there outside the 2 idol tokens. Which to be fair, I mean like they couldn't really do that much, right? Because like they didn't want to, like obviously they could have like put Rob and Sandra on the logo, but like the logo was on their buffs and everything. So like they didn't want to spoil it for the players themselves. But like still, the fact that it's like literally like just like 2 little tiki heads think that's kind of dumb. Actually, let's open this differently. There we go. What is this? Is it safe to say that 42 has a worse logo? See, even Elmer agrees. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Edge of Extinction is fine. I kind of wish there was like, I don't know, the color of the blue in the bottom kind of bothers me, but it's fine though. Yeah, the Everest Goliath is pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Very detailed. Perfectly fits the themes. Yeah, it's good. Ghost Island. Ghost Island's fine. It is actually. I never noticed this. That like I always noticed the skull at the top. I didn't realize they made the skull out of like an island. I love it like that. Never like. I never like connected that together. Ghost Island text being blue always bothered you. That doesn't really bother me. What bothers me, I don't like the tiki heads on the bottom. I think that kind of bothers me. Actually, to be fair, yeah, blue is kind of a weird color there. Like that style of blue in particular. Because like the orange and purple makes sense because that's the tribe colors. But like for that blue to be there when it's not there on any other part of the logo, that is a bit weird. I like HHH's. I do like the color scheme. I feel like it's pretty unique. What I find funny is the logo has nothing to do with HHH, but it's a fine logo. You barely survivor. I don't think. I can read it. Then I have like pretty decent sized versions of the logos, but Game Changers I think is fine. Again, the logo doesn't really have anything to do with Game Changers necessarily, but like yeah, I think the blue red color scheme's fine. Legendary X is just, it's kind of bland. Like I don't know how you make silhouettes of old and young people, but like it is weird that the two people on the logo just like look like normal people. Yeah, outside that, it's kind of whatever. This season has nothing to do with games. I mean, yeah, like fair. I like Co-Wrongs. Co-Wrongs is fine. I feel like it's a little bit barren, but it's for the most part good. Second Chance is good. Pretty good logo. Fits within Cambodia. Has a nice color scheme. I think it's pretty good. Worlds Apart. It's fine. I think the color of the outer rim kind of bothers me a bit. Like I feel like it's like too gray for me. Like I wish it like popped a little bit more. Actually, the inner image is also very strange, isn't it? Because it also has like nothing to do with anything. But anyway, Stem of the Sur, it's fine. Actually, I think it's pretty good. I think the red and blue for the blood and water kind of bothers me. But it's still solid. How far in the store am I? Not far at all. Probably won't get that far, realistically. Kageon's man. I like Kageon. I actually like looking at it now. I don't like the gray on the on the outside. I really like the inside. I like the emblem on the top in particular. I like the like I don't know, red, orange, green color scheme. But yeah, the outer rim I don't love. Don't like the green vines. I don't like the green vines on the on the rim of it, right? On the outer circle. I like the green on the inside. I think that's a good green. The outer green actually is kind of bothersome though. I didn't look up spoilers for 43. I don't believe there were spoilers for 43 though, is the thing. But yeah, the first time I did it was 44. Blood vs. Water. Blood vs. Water's good. I like the dark red color scheme on the rim. Actually, I never even noticed that like the top, like that the water is red and blue. I never even noticed that for some reason. I'm sure if you're here for watching me play Battlemar Cyberpunk, probably not. Like, you probably will find better streams. 'Cause I'm literally just like skating around while just talking about other stuff. However, taking notes of Survivor music, yeah, obviously. I don't think like I take notes of the music, but I don't think I like care that much about like which music pertains to which season, especially like recently. Where it's like I feel like modern Survivors become so much like the soundtrack is like mostly the same, just with like new tracks being added here and there. Where like I feel like it's very rare that like entire season has its own like motif music wise. Where like back in the day you would have that. But like I feel like nowadays you don't really. So like because I don't really like pay attention to like as much to like the individual tracks necessarily. Ace Rider music is so ridiculously over. Yeah, 100%. Like it's trying too hard to be cinematic. Do you find any of the lows for SA season? Do I like any? I feel like the Philippines one is decent, but the other ones are pretty bad, if I remember right. Let's see. Oh, fuck me. They're not even on the... Okay, I actually have to find my own thing. I'm just going to go to the Wikipedia to look them up, I guess. Yeah, like, they're just weird, the early on ones. Like, they're just, like, random, like, shapes and just change every time. Fucking Maldives is miserable. Fucking, like, a massive, like, bullseye thing in the background. Like, why? Why is that there? Champions is fine for, like, a non-traditional one. I like Philippines. I think Philippines is good. I know Secrets is fine. It's kind of a different color scheme. It's okay. Then, like, Immunity Island, Return of the Outcast is, like, the new logo, which I don't like as much. I don't like the one that's just the new Survivor logo. And it's just the text of the season. There's no, like, actual, like, emblem or anything. Yeah, I'll continue with the crazies list. I'll give like brief thoughts on the logos going back still. Caramoans I like Caramoans. Philippines is decent, kind of basic, but still decent. One World's kind of just whatever. South Pacific I always found weird. I don't like the like gradient colors of the arrows. I feel like that's always kind of bothered me. But I'll say that's fine. Redemption Island is kind of a bland color scheme. One World's good. Yeah, I mean, One World's good. Like, I think the, like, Outer Rim is good. I think, like, the rest of it just feels, like, kind of, like, generic. That's fine. Nicaragua, I don't love the brown. The dark brown. Here's the Villains is good for what it is. I never, like, loved the sharks and skulls on the bottom. I feel like that always, like, bothered me. Why is that there? Like, shouldn't that be something more, like, emblematic of heroes and villains? But whatever. Samoa's good. I mean, Samoa is essentially, like, One World. Like, they're, like, pretty similar. I actually think I like One World's better. I think I like One World's, like, I like the teal on the outside more than the, like, beige in Samoa's. Tocantins is kind of boring. Gabone's is solid. Again, like, for one that doesn't have, like, a very, like, defined, like, I don't know, what do you call it? Like, rim, I don't know. It's like kind of, like, I don't like it when they, like, break into the outer rim, but, like, for one that does that, I think it's fine. Oh, yeah, how is that Tales of Kenzera? Because I really want to play it. I don't know when I will, but... Because, again, I do like Abubakar Salim. Again, for someone that, like, is associated to this Assassin's Creed series, I feel like he's not a terrible human being, so that's something. Micronesia's, I think, is kind of boring. China, again, I like China's. I actually, looking at this now, I don't like that there's no defined rim. I think that kind of bothers me. But I do like how much they really play into like Chinese culture. Like the fact that even the Outplay Outlast is in Chinese, I think that's cool. Fiji's is fine. I kind of wish it was like, I wish the brown was a different color. I think outside that it was fine. Yeah, like I think the center, like I like the center of Fiji's. I think the outside is like kind of where like it's like eh. Cook Islands fine. I do like the compasses on the rim. Tiki stuff on the rim is also like all symmetrical. Yeah, I for the most part like Cook Islands. Panama's, I think I could do without the black. I think if they changed the outer rim color, I think I would like it more. But it's whatever. Guatemala's is solid, actually. I think Guatemala's is pretty good. Purple is kind of random. I mean, but like there is the purple tribe, right? Because like the reason there's purple and orange is because of the tribes. I do think, yeah, it does look kind of out of place when you're looking at it here. But yeah, I think my first like instinct was like, why isn't the outer rim purple? I think it would have been better if the outer rim was also purple. It's alright, not very good at the combat. Over exploring trucking is cool. To make instant death traps though, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, sure, I don't know if I would like it, but like, I respect Avocar Slim enough, I guess, to give it a try. Palau's is fucking weird. Like, the fucking sharks on Palau's looks like fucking clip art. Like, outside that, it's like, again, there's the war stuff on the bottom. I guess that's fine. It does still feel out of place, though. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Vanuatu, yeah, Vanuatu's is very, very good. I like the volcanoes, the skulls. I think it's another one where, like, I don't know if I like the black, necessarily. I think I would have liked it more if it was, like, a dark red or something. But it's still good. All-Stars, solid. I mean, obviously, like, it's, like, playing off the original, with its color scheme and everything, and, yeah, again, I think it's good for what it is. Pearl Islands, I think, is good. I think Pearl Islands is one where, like, the black actually works, I think. Skulls is fine. Like, it's still, like, relatively simplistic, but I think it's solid. Amazon, I never liked the fucking snake on Amazons and how it, like, just is kind of all over the place. Like, I wish it was, like, a bit more symmetrical. Pearl Islands is the worst version of Cook Islands. I would agree. I think, yeah, I think Cook Islands is better. For sure. Like, definitely more detailed. Like, really, like, up until... I guess Cook Island's the first one that's, like, super detailed. Because it feels like for all of them up to that point, there's essentially, like, a main, like, center image. And there's, like, two things on the side that are symmetrical. And then, like, the rest of it is, like, relatively basic. I feel like it's not until, like, Cook Islands where you have these, like, very detailed, like, images in there. Again, that's what I said. Like, I will definitely make a ranking of all the logos at some point. Thailand's is actually pretty decent. Yeah, I like the, like, elephant image, the temples on the side. Like, something feels a bit missing on the outer rim. But outside that, like, I think it's actually kind of decent. Marquesas seems kind of bland. Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly about it. But I don't know, just something feels like, you know, just, like, really generic. Africa's fine. Like, for it being, like, Season 3, I think it's a pretty good one. I mean, like, I think Marquesas is, like, one where... I'm looking at the one with the black rim. I think my problem with Marquesas is that it feels very, like... It just feels like kind of like clip art to a degree. Like, it just feels like there's, like, okay, there's a random island in the background. There's, like, a random tiki there that's not even, like... not even, like symmetrical or with anything. And I guess actually is that the first one to actually have like a like detailed edge thing? Actually, do they all have symmetrical edges until All Stars? Huh. But I love it. Like this has now become like a 15-minute discussion. Australian Outback's fine. Again, very basic. I don't know if I love the black on it. I don't know. I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Then obviously the original Survivor logos, just whatever. NZ logos. I could not tell you what the NZ logo looks like. Oh, actually, I remember Nicaragua's, which I don't know, just looks weird. Especially because like that's the thing about like logos outside of US. For some reason, they're like not as circular, or they're not as like oval-y. They're more circular. Which, like, I don't know why that's the case. Like, it just looks really, like, strange. Because it feels like a Survivor logo that's, like, crushed. Actually, Thailand's is pretty good, though. NC Thailand. I wish I had a higher res image of it. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Considering the logo style. Nicaragua is kind of like, eh. Wait, Tales of Gazera is a Metroidvania, but not as much backtracking as they tend to push you down new paths. And that's probably, I feel like that's good, for me at least. Of the 4 season Maze Race Canada, coming to Saskatchewan, can I name 2 big... No, fuck no. like, really, if you were to tell me, like, name, like, 10 places in Canada, I don't think Saskatchewan would ever even came to my mind. I mean, Vanuatu, like the Celebrity Survivor Vanuatu's is terrible. I'm trying to remember, what is 2002's? 2002's like not terrible. It's just that it's a very different type of logo. Where like Celebrity Survivor, that one's like a genuinely bad logo. Game Changer Soga has too much text. Actually, is Mamanuca Islands on there? I never actually thought about that. Yeah, it is. Wow, they actually like put that in the logo. I think it's. I don't know. I think it's fine. I still don't mind it. 10 cities in Canada. Let's see. Toronto, Ottawa. Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton. Is there any more? Like I love how like now I have to think about like where were Big Brother Canada people from? Shit, what other state or what other cities are there? Yeah, I don't know if I can. Name all the capital cities of Canada. Imagine I could actually remember that. Yeah, and like for a logo from back then, this is actually like not terrible. For like a logo from like 2002, where like again like this is at the same time as Marquesas, and like yeah, it's fine. I think in an ideal world, again, it would be like more ovally. Also, like, why the fuck is the shark there? I think that's also like seemingly really random there, but oh fuck yeah, Montreal, yeah, Quebec City. Yeah, so that would have been a big one to get. There definitely are more cities that I would know of if I like saw their name. I'll be like, oh yeah, fuck, I should remember that one. But like just like thinking of them offhand, like I just like don't remember. Oh yeah, Winnipeg, yeah, Winnipeg. Oh yeah, Halifax, yeah. Yeah, cities like that. PEIs, yeah, could not tell you.
I'm not ranking DVD colors. I'm doing a history of DVD colors. Like and by that I mean I've literally already made the video outside of 46. I'm waiting for 46. By the way, okay, this is also like how I'm thinking things are gonna go. When it comes to like finishing videos up in the near future. So, okay, like 45 or 46 review will be done probably on Friday. It'll be up at some point on Friday. Hopefully the player ranking will as well. So that'll be up at some point on Friday. Again, for members, again, it'll be officially out on Saturday. It'll be officially out on Wednesday for the player ranking. Then initially I was going to watch The Genius. I think I'm going to hold on that right now and instead just work on the All-Stars 4 review. However, but when doing that, I'm also going to wrap up the 3 Survivor videos that I pretty much already have made outside of the 46 section of them. So those will also be on the membership tier for a bit. Oh, like they'll be up pretty soon after 46 ends. Which those are worst episodes of every season, history of DVD covers, and favorite tribal council of every season. Like those 3 should be up like somewhat soon after. Eventually the winter ranking and season rankings will be up. But those might wait a little. Like those will probably be a few weeks after, I think. But yeah, that's essentially the update for membership stuff. I watched any shows between this and the last stream. I watched the premiere of Gen V. Which I just watched like spontaneously last night. It was good. I'll probably finish it eventually. I know The Boys season 4 comes out soon. That's one of the reasons why I watched it. Outside that, I've not watched much. I've been really dragging my feet on watching the challenge spin-offs. I just don't care, is the thing. I just don't feel like watching them. And the same thing goes with like Traders Quebec. It's like I just don't care. I don't actually like want to watch it, but I probably will eventually. But I've been watching a lot of Blood on the Clock Tower actually. Like that's kind of been what I've been doing. Like I've been watching a lot of Dwight's streams of him streaming Blood on the Clock Tower, like RCP and Survivor, Big Brother people, which has been fun. Which yeah, I enjoy that. By the way, also I love how like we're at almost 2 o'clock and still no stream issues seemingly. Queen Miriam, I mean she's pretty much the only reason to watch the show. Watch Canada's Ultimate Challenge, maybe. I'll probably like binge it at some point if I do. Favorite character? I don't know if I have a favorite character from Gen V. I do know that the main guy is the one that died, right? They got in like a motorcycle accident or something. So it's kind of sad. It's like, I guess it's really sad. It's not just kind of sad. But yeah, I believe they delayed season 2 because of it, right? I think Miriam could be a winner contender. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit about Quebec, Traders Quebec at all. To even like think about like who's actually gonna win. Yeah, where are we at? The Crazies. Philip Shepard. Where is Philip Shepard on this actually? Better or worse than Twyla? Yeah, they'll have the right around it. It's like, I wonder if it's also gonna be like weird watching season 1 knowing that and like there being a lot of like clear setup to things that now are like just not gonna happen. When was Survivor close to getting canceled? I don't know, like really never. I don't think Survivor's ever been particularly close to getting canceled. I think there's been points where like, okay, Jeff would have wanted out and stuff. But like, I don't think there's ever been a point where like Survivor is genuinely getting canceled. I would say closest though is probably like Tocantins. No, I don't think Africa. I think if we're going like early, I think maybe like I don't know, maybe like after Vanuatu or something. I think there's no way it was getting canceled before All Stars. There's just no fucking way it was ever happening. Or are we saying Africa? Are we saying Africa because of 9/11 and because like the less importance put on like reality TV because of it and stuff? Yeah, but like I still don't think it was ever getting canceled though. Like I think it just got too many. Like the ratings were just too fucking good for you to give up on a show like that. Like even after the ratings dropped for Africa, it's still like one of the top rated shows on the network. To where like there's no reason for them to cancel it just because of that. I'll watch Josh vs. Wayne at some point. I probably won't watch it soon. If I watch it, it'll probably be towards the end of the year, I think. I'll be honest, like right now, I'm very like reality TV out to where I don't really want to watch more reality TV. For 54 should be filmed in Jordan. Imagine. Who's the biggest jury threat in all of Big Brother? I don't know. Yeah, legitimately, who the fuck is the biggest jury threat in all of Big Brother? Maybe. I mean, I'll probably watch more of Gen V. Is it Gen V or is it Gen 5, by the way? I assume it's V, right? Tommy? Nah, I don't think it's Tommy. Because like Nick was like really bitter at Tommy, right? So I feel like it has to be someone that like everyone just adored. Maybe Victor actually. Like it might be Victor BB18. Only heard V? Okay. Yeah, I assume it's Gen V. For a long time, I thought Micronesia was filmed in Micronesia, but it is filmed in Micronesia. Because Palau is part of Micronesia. Again, Micronesia is like a billion locations that Survivor is also filmed in. Well, yeah, but no, like it's not the country, the federal whatever of Micronesia, but that's not all of Micronesia though. Really, that's your fault for thinking it was in the Federation of Micronesia. Vanessa Jerther, yeah. I don't think she's like, yeah, I think it's one where like, I wouldn't say she's the biggest jury threat because I think there were anti-Vanessa people. So I feel like to be the biggest jury threat in Big Brother history, I feel like you have to be someone that like had no one anti-you, right? So I feel like Victor's a pretty decent answer for that. So like, I feel like if Victor gets to the end, it should be like a near unanimous vote, right? I think maybe like Natalie. Yeah, like Andy has like Judd being anti him. But again, Andy would definitely be close. And again, if it ends up being a situation where like, is there just nobody as no one against them, then like maybe Andy would be a decent answer in that spot. Most likely Survivor player to play BBUS, Sri Fields. But one that hasn't, and like, I don't even know who is the most likely at this point. I'm trying to even think. Like, yeah, who is the most likely right now? Maybe like Marianne, actually. Which is funny considering Marianne's Canadian, but I think it probably is someone like Marianne. But then Marianne wouldn't do Big Brother, though, is the thing. I guess like we have to like consider who also would do Marianne. Who do Marianne do Big Brother? Which is like, I don't know who that person is. I think it's tough to even see a lot of Survivor players wanting to do Big Brother. Again, who would want to do Marianne? Yeah, it's just like such a long commitment. It's also for less money. Yeah, maybe Zach. But are we really saying Zach is the most likely? Again, the fact they even got actually maybe Sandra, right? Didn't Sandra say she wanted to do it? But she also said she didn't want to do a 100-day season, though, right? Is her thing that she said she wanted to do Big Brother, but not 100 days. Tori, they're not fucking casting Tori again, I don't think. Well, I think she said she would do Celebrity, but I think she really means that she would do any season that isn't like 100 days. Like, I think if a season was like, I don't know, like 60 days or something, I think she would like consider it, right? But I think like the fact like 100 days, I think that's like way too much. Carolyn, I don't know if Carolyn would do Big Brother though. Where I believe like Carolyn has said that she's not even like a fan of like reality TV outside of Survivor's never watched Big Brother. Yeah, maybe Carson actually is more likely. Because I feel like Carson would fit into what BB production is looking for. Tommy Sheehan, yeah. I mean, well, no, because if he did, he would have been on BB20. Jam Jam, yeah, Jam Jam actually would be pretty good. It's definitely not out of the realm possibility. All right, where am I at the? So yeah, where's Philip on this? I would say above Twyla, probably below Rupert. Tarzan. Is Tarzan better or worse than like Zoe? I'll say better, right? He's like at least he had the awareness to like appease the women and everything at that point. I guess too, for like Zoe had the awareness to flip against her group, she just did it in a terrible way. Connor probably should do Amazing Race. Agree. Apparently Bailey BB20 was going to be on David's Goliath, but declined. I feel like I remembered something about that Bailey was supposed to be on Survivor at one point. I don't think anyone for sure correct's going on the challenge realistically, but probably Jean-Michel or something. But also, I really don't care if any of them do. How's you watching Island of Secrets? Interesting. What are your thoughts on Island of Secrets? Oh wait, you've watched Island of Secrets before, right? Didn't you watch SA before AU? Remember 20 Christmas and Memphis were campaigning to be on Amazing Race? I mean, and look how that turned out. Actually, really, now they should be on Amazing Race. This is probably the time for them to be on Amazing Race. It's while getting divorced. Oh, you didn't? Okay, interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that now. But yeah, AU is more important. Bond Secrets is a weird season. I think it's the worst one of the like reboot seasons from like Philippines on, but it's not bad. Actually, when was this? I actually went back and rewatched certain moments not too long ago of Island Secrets. There's a lot of endgame moments that I do really like from that season, which aren't even like gameplay focused. It's like there's just like some like certain moments that for some reason just like I just find humorous or whatever, or notable. But has Mother? Who's Mother? Nicole? Oh, Nicole Capper. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Yeah, Nicole Capper's Mother. It's probably the definition of Mother. Yeah, Rochelle and Sabrina like hate each other postseason. Or at least Rochelle stopped being friends with Sabrina. And like took Netta's side of things. Or yeah, let's think about the BB Can community at that point. Like it was very like catty? I don't know if it's the right term. I don't know. It's like very like clicky. I think that's a better term. Clicky. In that like Netta and like all the people in like I think she's in Toronto, right? Like all the people she lived by, like were this like really big clique that like would get into like there would be some drama at points between them and like other people in the BB Can community. To where, yeah, I know Rochelle and Sabrina had like a falling out. I had a falling out through all that. Yeah, BB Can community is still very good, but it's not as like solidified as it used to be though. We're like back like before season 5, it's like everyone knew each other and like everyone was friends to some degree, and then there were like all these like massive cliques within like the grander like within like the entirety of BB Can. We're like now we're at the point where like okay, there's more BB Can people, a lot more people are just kind of gone from the community. Oh yeah, Liza was one of the people that they I forgot about that actually. But yeah, Liza was one of the people that was not gelling with that group. Yeah, people use Liza like pretty much all the time. Like I don't feel like that was like I feel like ever since season 1 even like Liza was getting on people's nerves. I think you mean Caddy, but yeah, like the thing is like Netta's the same on both the seasons. It's just like the position she's in and how she's perceived by the public is different. But like she acts exactly the same. Like she makes the same style of comments. But I love how like I've been grinding on this street for the last like over an hour at this point. Gary had bad blood with Netta for sure. I'm not sure about the others. I know he had a good relationship with like Cindy, right? And good relationship with Aika. And good with Cassandra. I don't know, I think it's really just Netta and then like had nothing with like Bruno. But also like I feel like Gary's just not the type of player that Bruno would want to work with. Where Bruno's like all in on this, like, oh, I need to play with people that know the game and understand the game. And, like anyone that isn't that, he doesn't want to bother working with. And like Gary's like kind of in that mold. I mean, like Ned and Ike were friends for sure. There definitely would like I believe they did have a falling out already by the time of BB Can 5, surrounding John. Where, like, obviously, John cheated on her, they broke up, and I believe Aika took John's side of it. And Netta was annoyed by that. But, like, they patched that up, though, a bit. But, obviously, yeah, like, obviously it wasn't anywhere near as bad as what actually happened on BB Can 5. And yeah, Netta was not great. Like, didn't have great relations with Gary and Cassandra. Where Gary's came from Sideshow, where because like supposedly they were friends before that, or like were fine before that, but then like Sideshow happened where like Netta wanted to wear a certain outfit, but then Gary told her she can't because he already had an outfit that looked like similar, and that caused them to kind of beef. Yeah, Janelle was a big part of the community, which is funny. Like, she's, like, friends with a lot of alumni, I know. And rumored to have slept with a lot of alumni. I haven't watched Big Brother since 22. Hated that season. How's BB been the last few years? 23 was fine. I don't know. It's like, Big Brother, like, 23, 24, 25 have all been, like, not great by the end of it. They've had moments, though. I would say it definitely feels like the diversity mandate changed Big Brother in a different way than it changed Survivor. Where like it's weird how you have like 23, which is the most like happy-go-lucky season possible. Where you also have like the cookout and like all that stuff. It's like it's pretty much like, yeah, like as like positive of a season as it can be. And then you go from that to 24, which is like almost as negative of a season as you possibly can have. And then you have like 25, which is like just neither of those, and like really good in the first half, and then so fucking boring in the second half. Boring, but boring in a good way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with 23, and like when I rank the Big Brother seasons, like again, my season ranking's already done. Like I have it low, and like it's because it's boring. Like I don't think it's like that interesting of a season after the first few weeks. But it doesn't mean that like it's not impactful. Like I think it's a very important season for sure. And yeah, again, like obviously, like again, like the cookout, and like the what do you call it? The after, I don't know, whatever, aftermath. I don't know. The ramifications of the cookout, I think, are going to pay dividends like for down the road. But man, it's not the most fun season to watch necessarily. Don't think Quebec 2's edit isn't as obvious as Quebec 1's. Probably not. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's like I definitely narrowed it down to a few people. Like to be fair, like with Quebec 1, part of why I was like so feeling like it was obviously Nicholas is because like I had like the fact that like the person that got voted, like the person that won was someone that got voted out and came back to the game. Towards like by the time he gets voted out, I was like, oh well, lock it in then. Before that, it was still like okay, Nicholas. Then like who else do I have as top contenders? Actually, maybe at that point I still had it locked in because I'm trying to think of like who else I even had as top contenders by that point. I don't even think there were that many other people. Yeah. I think 23 is like really benefited from the fact that the cast is just so likable. Or like if it wasn't for that, then like this season would be even more dreadful. Because like obviously Cookout, fantastic. Again, obviously great significant impact to this series and everything. But also, like, again, very frustrating to see, like, someone to the caliber of Tiffany have to, like, really stifle her own game over and over and over again and put herself into a terrible position. And then, like, to see the outcome happen where, like, Xavier wins after, like, not even knowing what the fuck happened throughout the season. Like, that's so fucking annoying. But, whatever. I don't, like, I feel like JJ, okay, actually, I can look up my actual power ranking. They were, like, in and out, if I remember right. Like, there's points where I was high on them, and there's points where I wasn't. Let's see. Where is it? Oh my god, where's my Quebec 1 power ranking? There it is. Yeah, I had Nicholas 1 for a lot. Yeah, Kristoff was like in and out a lot. Same thing with JJ. Actually, I was really high on Kareen in the end game. But then by that point, I was pretty confident Nicholas was winning. Yeah, early on, I had Joel number 2 for a lot of it. I was high on Sango for first like 3 rounds, and then that kind of dropped. Yeah, Kareen, JJ, Kristoff, all in and out. Marika was high on until her boot. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Like Maurice was someone I was high on at points, but not consistently. But yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, I was pretty high on Nicholas for a lot of it. Actually, I want to look at my Quebec list for season 2. Yeah, it really is just kind of all over the place. Like, I've had Ricky at the bottom for, like, the entire season. Outside of that, though, like, I mean, Nabil's been towards the bottom most of it. Sebastian's been towards the bottom for most of it. Outside of that, it's not super consistent. Like, Andre, I had, like, really high at the beginning. He dropped for a few rounds and then went back up. Audrey's just completely all over the place. Deborah was, like, pretty low in the first, like, 4 or 5 rounds, then like now it's pretty high. Florence, like, high after the premiere, low for a good stretch, and now, like, kind of climbing a little bit. Ghislaine, I was super high on early on, dropped a bit, and then now he's, like, yeah, not great. Cassandra's, like, always been, like, 4 or 5, essentially, on my power ranking. Marilou's been consistently towards the top. And that's everybody left. So, yeah. Now, where am I on the crazy? Actually, I need to just, like, get this list so that I'm not, like... I'm just making it so I have, like, every name next to each other. Jason the Seer, pretty unlikely. I'll be surprised. Okay, just getting this all. Alright, there. You see confessional count? I don't know. I technically I could probably upload it, but Tarzan. Where's Tarzan in this? Better, worse than Rory? Probably better, I guess. I guess better than Randy. I guess better than Shambo. Better or worse than Judd? I think I'm actually go better. Probably worse than Courtney, though. I think. Chaos Cass? I don't know. Chaos Cass is tough. What star player has voted the most incorrectly in their career? In their career, I'm not sure. I think over one season, though, it's Eddie, right? Eddie Fox. I feel like there's a chance no one for 41 makes 50. I agree. I've been saying that for like months at this point. Makes it still mad on BB Wiki, and they don't count Nicole as a two-time winner. Well, good. Thank God they stood up for what's right. I don't know, where's Cass in this? Better or worse than Lil? I think Cass has more potential than Lil. I don't know if she necessarily played better than Lil. I'll go better, though. I would say worse than Twyla. Dan Foley. Probably say above or below Tarzan. JD, top 5 most likely to return for 41. Probably not. Why no Shan? Again, I don't think production is happy with Shan. And also, I think it's been far enough to where, like, I don't know if she's a top priority for them. What if TJ remembers Queen Latoya? I am sure he remembers her, right? Not how well? Who knows? But I'm sure he remembers, like, at least the concept of her. Where's Dan Foley? Is Dan Foley better than, like, Courtney and Shane? Or, yeah, Courtney and Shane. I'd say no. I don't think he is. Debbie Wanner. Where's Debbie? Better or worse than Shambo? I mean, she did make it far twice. Yeah, I would say above Shambo. Nora. Nora's tough. She didn't make it far. Probably had no real win equity, but, like, I guess theoretically could have won. In, like, certain situations. Again, very niche situations that weren't going to happen, but, like, theoretically. I would say above Foley, above Courtney, above Shane. Above Nyanka, below Lil, or above Lil? I think the thing I've said this before, the reason I haven't done the Julie Chen's one is just I don't feel like I feel like it's just picking the casual fan favorite. That's Julie Chen's favorite. I don't feel like she has like very unique picks. Like I think it's just kind of a boring list to put together. Because I don't think Julie Chen has a real mind of her own when it comes to Big Brother. I think she just she just likes whoever production wants her to like. Like you never like hear Julie Chen talk about like her favorite players, and it's like someone that's like really fucking random. Like it's not like Jeff Probst talking about how much like, oh my god, Jessica DeBen. I fucking love Jessica DeBen. Like you're never fucking having Julie Chen talking about, oh my god, I love Cameron Hurd, my favorite fucking player. Oh yeah, does she love Child of God? I guess she loves people that are Child of Gods, right? Or Child of God, whatever fuck the phrase is. Hates Aaron? I mean, yeah, but most people hate Aaron. I'm talking about Cameron Hurd in a negative way. I think she still likes Marcellus though. But yeah, she did smack him. Episode season match. Oh, I could definitely do this. This is actually really easy. If they're giving you multiple titles. Alright. Blood is Blood. I believe that's San Juan del Sur. We got a rat. Well, that's Cambodia. Again, this is terrible to do. Like when you're not seeing my screen. Actually, let's at least have this up so I can have both this and chat at the same time. But I feel like this is super easy. Guys are dumber than you look. That is Micronesia. A New Era, ready to play like a lion. I wonder what season that is. YOLO Let's Play, that's IOI. Winner Winner Chicken Dinner, that is Worlds Apart. They Came Up with Spears, is Vanuatu. Shark Attack, I've Been Bamboozled, that's All Stars. We Found Our Zombies, that's Kagiyan. Big Trek, Big Trouble, Big Surprise, that is Guatemala. It's like a survivor economy, that is Winners of War. Exile Island, Great White Shark Hunter, that's Palau. Wants the Elephant Dong, that is Gabon. This is too easy, actually. Keep Hope Alive, Rice Wars, obviously that's Redemption Island. Stranded, Trial by Fire, that is Australia. Ooh, this one's a bit tougher. It's like the worst cocktail party ever. There's always a twist, idol or bust. I remember one of the titles, but I'll move on. Persona non grata, that is Karamoan. Free Agent, whatever, that's South Pacific. Medical Emergency Call Away Ambulance, that's Panama. A Metal Giant, that is Korong. Nacho Mama, that is Marquesas, right? Yeah. I confirm I don't have to because she screwed my chickens. That is Cook Island. Chicken Eggs is Davis Goliath. Love Goggles is Generation X. Ah, shit. Which one is this one? The Puppet Master, Hungry for a Win, All Hell Breaks Loose. I should know that one. But I'll move on before I answer that one. Young at Heart, that is Nicaragua. One Armed Dude and Three Moms. That should be Blood vs. Water. Yeah. New Sheriff in Town is Game Changers. Trust Your Gut. Fate is the Homie. Oh my god, I should know this one. It's a recent one. That's Ghost Island. It's Ghost Island. Desiree says that. I remember now. Got My Swag Back. Not the only actor on the island. That's Philippines. Two Dorky Magnets. That's 44. Beg, Barter, Steal. That is Pro Islands. My Mom Is Gonna Kill Me. That's China. Two Tribes, One Camp, No Rules. That should be Worlds. Or One World. I'm Survivor Rich. Good Light, not stupid. Okay, that's 42. This is Survivor, not Tribal. Oh yeah, that's Fiji, Fiji. Um, then yeah, let's just call Jeff on the Jeff phone. The marooning, obviously that's Borneo. I'm not crazy. I'm confident. That's HHH. Girl power. Oh, yeah, that's Amazon. Importance of being the eldest. That is Thailand. Slay everyone. Trust no one. That is Here's the Villains. Outside divorce papers is 43. Martyr approach. Obviously, is token chains. I'm not the Batman. I'm Canadian. It's 45. This one's a bit tougher. The gods are angry, the young and the untrusted, and dinner, movie, and betrayal. Oh, yeah, that's Africa. It has to be Africa, yeah. Alright, so now we're down to Samoa and Edge of Extinction. It's like the worst cocktail party ever. Oh, wait, all hell breaks loose is Samoa. Yeah, and then worst cocktail party ever is Edge of Extinction. Okay, there we go. I got it. How long will that take? 4 minutes and 29 seconds. So that's not bad. Oh yeah, obviously, Julie Chen just loves Neil Garcia, obviously. Just imagine if that actually, like, Julie Chen, who's your favorite Big Brother player? Oh my god, I fucking love Neil Garcia. I love Glenn Garcia. Those are my favorite players. Yeah, where am I at the ranking? I'm almost done, right? Yeah, where's Gabler? Is Gabler better than Coach? I think that's a question. I think my first instinct is no. But he did win, though. I think it's close, actually. I think it's actually pretty close. I would say Gabler's better than Rupert. I think Coach playing, like, as good of a South Pacific game as he did is, like, what makes it, like, tough. I think outside that, I would have just had Gabler higher. I think I would have Coach higher, though. I think his Heroes Villains game is good. I don't necessarily agree. I don't think his Heroes Villains game's that good. Mind you, I think, like, Tyson obviously, like, caused him to be in a worse spot than what he should have, but I think, like, I think him going out there is, like, completely of his own doing. Mind you, I do think, like, added context to it is definitely, like, the fact that, like, all the men were going out and, like, the other side were thinking that, oh, there's Micronesia 2.0 and, like, all that stuff, like, definitely helped it. But I think he's in that position because, like, of how poorly he played up to that point. How do I foresee Purple Kelly and Nyanka's runs if they didn't quit? Nyanka probably final 3 GOAT. Purple Kelly potentially also final 3 GOAT. I don't know, I think it's tough because it's like you have the, like, Chase, Holly, Jane contingents. And Nyanka and Purple Kelly were kind of with Sash, but kind of not. Like, they also had, like, a lot of connections to. Well, at least Nyanka had connections to Chase. To where, like, I think the Dan, Benry, Fabio contingent was going to be targeted next anyway. Like, I think Benry's probably the next boot. Fabio's probably next if he doesn't win immunity. I think at 7 there's probably where a move gets made. The question is, what is that move? I think maybe... Did they just go for Jane? I think they maybe go for Jane. I don't agree if Nyanka had some win equity. I think that's been overinflated over time. I do think Nyanka is a better player than people estimated at the time. And probably was more liked by her cast than people estimated. But, like, still was never looked at as someone that, like, was actually going to win. Yeah, music is starting to get repetitive. I love how, like, I've been, like, playing this, quote unquote, for 3 hours. Yeah, I've only genuinely played, like, an hour of it. But yeah, who's the last player? Carolyn. Carolyn's actually kind of high on this, right? I think Carolyn is definitely above Nora. Better worse than Cass. I think I would argue better. Better or worse than Twyla? I think that's where it's tough. I think I might go higher, and also maybe higher than Philip. I think it's tough. I think, again, another season would definitely help a lot more in that ranking. But maybe I'll go there. Baron Cast worse than Twyla. I think my issue is I think Twyla actively had no chance of winning the game. Like, against anybody. I think she struggles to win against anybody at the end. And a lot of that due to her own doing. Where, like, I think Carolyn, again, had, like, winning situations. Or at least situations where I think she definitely gets votes. Like, I don't think anyone is, like, completely anti-Carolyn. And still is able to, like, navigate through the game in the majority alliance. Mind you, again, I think she's probably the least integral to that alliance's success. But, like, she's still in that group. I don't think Twyla playing the game she did, I don't think can win against anybody. I think, like, her swearing at her son was probably, like, just the excuse that they used. But I think either way, they were, like, obviously still extremely hurt. Specifically, like, Leanne. Like, I think when it comes to, like, Leanne and Amy, they were both, like, really, again, quote-unquote bitter. Due to the fact that, like, that she lied, again, swore on her son. When it comes to, like, Julie and Eliza, though, they're not bitter because of that. They're bitter because she just treated them terribly. Like, I mean, like, it's just straight up, like, she wasn't, like, like, she didn't treat them well. She, like, berated them at camp and everything. It's like, yeah, I know Amy voted for her, but she's still upset at her. But again, that's, like, one of the only votes she gets, though, is Amy. Like, essentially, Amy and Scout are, like, the only votes she gets in, like, pretty much any situation. Like, at best, she can get Chris's vote in certain situations. But I think she's, like, fucked in, like, almost every other jury vote. Like, even Scout wasn't even that liked by the jury, and I think Scout probably still beats her. Despite the fact that they knew that Twyla needed the money more. And that's the thing that's funny, too. Is, like, they all knew, like, how much Twyla needed the money, and they just did not give a shit. And just did not want her to win. Where, like, Twyla might be, like, the person who needed the money the most on, like, any Survivor season. Yeah, she was a deceptive, lying bitch. What is this? Oh, yeah, I know about this. Julie Chen's YouTube channel? Yeah. Yeah, it's God 101, my favorite podcast. But yeah, it's really funny that I have more subscribers than Julie Chen. They obviously, like I make more videos than she does. Wait, Carson Garrett is on it? Why'd she do a podcast with Carson? She also did a podcast with Nelson. That's so random. By the way, I did see that Nelson's walking again. So that's something. Yeah. Pretty much like every player from 25 she did an interview with. She did an interview with Lauren Elena, thank God. Metal World Peace. Misha Tate. At that point, it's Celebrity Big Brother people. Yeah, is this a spoiler for, like, who's gonna be Celebrity Big Brother 4? Whenever it happens, is, I guess, now, Ebony K. Williams? Who is that? I know that, like, I've heard that name before. I don't remember who that is, though. Who is this? Oh, she's a Real Housewife? Oh, she's also a Fox News co-host. Thank God. My favorite person. God, Carson's such a grifter, and yeah. Not expected from him. I already answered. I know. I didn't look up spoilers for 43. Because again, there were no spoilers for 43. Even then. Yeah, even if I were to look up spoilers like the night of the stream before the finale, what would I have even seen? Like, what was there on Spoiled Survivor at that point? Because again, like 43 just had no spoilers. But like, who did the spoiled community think was winning? I assume Cassidy, right? I mean, I looked up 45 spoilers the stream before 45 hours. Or do you mean 46? So I can't justify being interviewed for a show called God 101. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Cassidy, okay. But yeah, I feel like that was just like most of the community at that point, though. Like both the like Edge community and I guess spoiled community. Like I think anyone that like looks like super in depthly into the show, which is assuming Cassidy was gonna win. So Julie Chen's not a real person. Well, I mean she is a robot, so I mean. Alright, should I just move on to Last of Us at this point? I feel like I might as well, right? Which again, surprise, stream hasn't died yet. But especially if I'm gonna like look up spoilers at the end, I think we'll just do it now. Actually, yeah. So I'll probably move on to Last of Us. So again, stream will probably cut out for a few minutes, like 30 seconds. I'll be back pretty soon. So see you then.